Hello. How is things? Congratulations on getting first, Andre. I'll take a big drink for you. And hello, Toasty. I have hydrated, yes. Cat checking. Big Honkai. We're on chapter 24. No, not the dorm button. Collect the monies. We're gonna turn the sound back on. Somewhere like that. we have lots of staminas today. We got some extra staminas. We got no Gamba. We don't have enough crystals, and I don't have any tickets at the moment. So no Gamba for today's start. But sure we'll get enough stuff to do Gamba later. We're on chapter 24. There's lots of puppets in this arc. I did not expect that immediately after finishing the puppet game, I would start fighting puppets in the Honkai as well. It was quite unexpected. I don't think I can still. No, I'm still stuck with these two, and I haven't done this one. I haven't finished this, so I don't want to do this. So that's still gonna have to wait until that one stops being auto-activated. Doo-Doo is not yet at level 4 affection. She's a pretty cool lady, but she's almost there. A little bit. Now we watched this cutscene, and I believe the puppets were having an argument about what they should do next. And they decided to keep causing shenanigans, very detrimental shenanigans, not going directly at the protagonists, because they're like, well, we'll probably die and lose a lot of our peoples if we go at them directly. So we're gonna not do that. We're May now for some reason. I don't know why it told me I can use other characters, but like it's just May. I can't use anybody else. So I don't know why it made that an option. Anyways, it's time to start story time. I imagine May will also be fighting puppets. Lurking at the street corner, this bar was almost invisible if not for the dim and pale light. The burgundy on the right. Push it in. Before the wine rack, May and Raven stood next to each other. May followed the instruction and nudged the bottle. With a creaking sound, a screen emerged. Oh, I didn't even say which bottle. Not many call these wine varieties apart. Not many can tell these wine varieties apart. No need. The bottle with the least dust must be it. Very perceptive. I see you're getting used to life here. Having traveled with World Serpent for a while, May now appreciate why it could stay under the radar for so long. Surveillance cameras everywhere, interlinked hidden passages, shady areas few dare to set foot on. Life here has a full set of rules. It's like a massive and obscured shadow cast by the world. I'm 5 minutes late. Today is the day to contact the snake. The voice coming from the screen sounded devoid of any emotions, almost inhuman. Or maybe it wasn't a human under the mask anyway. My bad, but it couldn't be helped. The two locations are far off, and the roads were all blocked. I don't care. Conclusion? Well, the conclusion is no progress. Grey Serpent didn't comment and waited for more. The two warehouses were broken into and the cargo was damaged. We came late or the culprit cleaned up the scene. But anyway, we didn't find any clues leading to the puppets. And no missing persons. It's too early to conclude it was the new Hersher's doing. Either we missed something or the culprit was too good. I don't know, I'm just gonna go with everything is probably the Hersher's doing at this point. There's a lot of pieces of them. Grey Serpent took a moment to process the information. Keep tracking. I believe this event is connected to the puppets. This individual will prove to be a unique specimen for us to study. Understood. Grey Serpent nodded and turned to May. How are things on your side? Just a smuggling ring stealing the World Serpent name. Taken care of. Nothing unusual. Jackal seems to be interested in them. Yeah, I saw nothing but clumsy impersonators and tacky counterfeits. I doubt she'd be interested. I sealed the scene. If she's interested, she can check out herself. Among a heap of ashes, of course. I like this outfit, because it's like, it's her Hersher outfit, but toned down, because she's not in full-on Hersher mode. I'll tell her that. You and Raven keep tracking special puppets and taking them back, broken or not. Grey Serpent disconnected without even a curt goodbye. The room grew quiet, with something disturbing slowly settling in the air, like the cold, slimy trail of a snake. A heap of ashes? You incinerated all of them? What if they had something useful to us? No, I don't think so. Raven stared at May's face, as if there was some stain on it. Fine. Here, drink some water. Out of nowhere, she brought up a glass of water and put it on the bar. Thanks. She lifted the glass and began to recall the mission hours ago. Oh, we're gonna do the mission. Grey Serpent told me to send them a message, so I'll destroy their goods. Girl, you're floating. I'm near downtown and I don't want too much noise. Better try to avoid fighting. Can't fucking... Looks like this is their workshop. Illegal firearms and medicines. Things will look bad if this gets out. But... Fuck off! Yeah, stealth missions. Woo, what could be more exciting? Bro, I'd rather just stab them. These guards are terrible. What's this container for? What? A child? Those monsters! A stranger's voice made the boy wriggle in pain. In the light, the scar on his neck was striking. Stigma? Mm, the word terrified the boy even more. I see. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. May ripped off the tape covering his mouth. You're not here to buy me? No. May shook her head and reached out her hand to comfort him, but she hesitated and retracted her hand. What did they do to you? They caught me and said they were going to sell me. They mentioned something called the snake. The boy's eyes grew wide all of a sudden. Uh, you're not... Hush, calm down. I'm not your buyer, and I don't plan to take you. I'm looking for your kidnappers. They're going to pay for what they did. Go on, go now. I'll take care of the ones inside. Go where? Anywhere you want to go. You're free now. These bad people can't get to you anymore. I have nowhere to go. The boy curled up as if the tiny box was his only home. My dad and mom were gone before I could speak. My uncle thought I was a jinx. I hated him and ran off. I've been on my own all these years. I was caught because someone sent me to steal something, but he sold me right away. You got any friends? The boy shook his head. Anyone you can trust? The boy shook his head again. Homeless, without family or friends, and carrying a stigma. This kid is probably another victim of Honkai. A mere natural male stigma carrier. If I take him back to World Serpent, he'd be Jackal's next test subject. But there's still hope. He is here by accident, and Jackal shouldn't know about him. Nor should Grey Serpent. What to do? If I leave him unattended, he'll end up getting kidnapped again. Here, take this. May took a scrap of paper and wrote something down before handing it to the boy. Do you know this address? No, but I think I know how to get there. What's this place? Just go there if you can trust me. Tell them your story and they will take you. Of course, you can choose not to trust me. You'll need to always be on guard to survive on the streets. And cover up your neck. Don't let anyone see it. Don't worry, it's harmless. Just there are people who don't like it. The boy took a look at the slip and then looked at May before he slowly stood up. I'll go there. I trust you. There was a certain determination in his words. Maybe they were not only meant for May to hear, but also for himself, too. Thank you. Not thank me yet. You'll have to get out yourself. What about you? May shook her head, telling the boy he didn't need to know. Hurry. The boy looked at May one last time and ran towards the exit. Just before he reached the exit, a thunderous clap came from behind him. The boy was taken aback. He turned around to find where he was now burned down. The nice lady who saved him was also gone. Having no interest in finding out what happened, he resumed running and never looked back. May lowered the glass as the water went down, cooling and refreshing her throat. The disturbing sensation left by the snake's visit was now gone. Just saying, what if Jackal brings back the ashes for study? You know her, she might do it. Behind the counter, Raven took a bottle and began to fiddle with it. Since we're here, want a sip of whiskey? I don't drink. Yeah? How about something non-alcoholic? If you must. Sure, coming up in a second. Raven put the bottle back and became busy. Here, you drink. Milk? Skimmed milk, the best for the underage. May didn't say anything. She took a sip and found it nice, unlike what Raven usually whipped up. What did you think of this bar? May took a glance around the place. Oh, but what? Classy. The owner has good taste. Should be a popular place back in the day. Well said. I'll gladly take this compliment. It's yours? Yeah, a couple of years ago. I was drifting on my own. Needed a footing. You weren't with World Serpent? On a solo mission? No, I quit. Literally. Done all the paperwork. It was official. Didn't I tell you? No. I guess we need to know each other better. I thought you were raised up by the organization. I heard you were a kid when Grey Serpent took you in. Yeah, he took me out of the Siberian tundra and raised me up to become a World Serpent soldier. But I didn't like it here. No particular reason, just didn't feel I belonged here. I wanted to go and build my own life. And? You'd be surprised. Gray Servant agreed without any fuss. That's simple? Yeah, just like that. Didn't even ask why. For a second, I felt I was just a pawn that World Serpent could ditch any time. But that would be too good to be true. You'll be back. That's the Gray Serpent's parting words. He knew you well. Yeah. Why? Because the world outside is just as lousy. Raven cut an ice ball skillfully and put it in her glass. The bar looked aged, but the furniture didn't catch any dust or spiderwebs. Apparently someone had been tending to it. The lighting was poor, but it gave off a slightly drunk vibe that the drink lovers would enjoy. I wanted it to be a cafe at first, but it proved to be harder than I thought, and I'm no master barista. It was repurposed and became popular with gang members and intel dealers. I got to know a lot of what I shouldn't know. And that's how you started your mercenary career. That's a tale for another time. I miss the old times. Now that I'm working for World Serpent again, there's no way to keep her open. All I can do is to come back and see her. When Raven was calling the bar her voice became gentle and soft. It reminded May of when Raven was talking about the children she adopted. The reason you came back had something to do with the children, right? Nah, I was just tired. Went a long way and finally found out World Servant paid the best, so I came back. I'm just earning a living, so why not choose a job that pays well and on time? You've made enough money. Why not quit now and bring your little bar back to life? You're right. Maybe I should follow your advice. But sometimes we don't have a choice. Raven smiled. We all got in for our own reasons, and now some other reasons are stopping us from getting off the hook, right? Things don't necessarily turn out to be better, and we're not necessarily on the right path. What does right have to do with anything? We must finish what we started. Maybe. See, you're not fully convinced. Even so, I still believe in other possibilities that might lead to a better result. Is that so? I heard the ruckus at Taishun was solved. Kiana played a big part and saved her partners from the new Hersher. I expected nothing less. Hab was supposed to handle it, but by the time she arrived, the Hersher was long gone. Never mind. Anyway, Kiana is doing good now. Your sacrifice wasn't in vain. Yay! May raise the glass again, but not to drink. Maybe this is one of the other possibilities you talked about. We've got a long way ahead of us. She finished the milk in one go. Like it? I'll make you something special next time we come. I don't drink. Then I'll make you a special milky drink. Raven turned around and shut the door. May took one last look at the bar. In the dim light, the sign read, Ravens. A very special place, she thought. Yeah! Murder! I mean, they probably deserved it. Noon the next day. Yup, those are puppet bots. This is the third warehouse on the report. It looks the same as the other two. Yeah, warehouses in this town all look the same. The out-of-control machines are throwing a party inside. Calm them down, just don't tear the whole place down this time. Why does it matter? I promised an old friend who owns the neighborhood. I came here to confirm something from her. It seems like you've got a lot of friends. We scratch each other's back, that's all. In exchange for intel, I need to bust the ghost. I see. Have fun. Catch you later then. Machines are running on their own. Part of the Hersher of dominance is power? My dude. Looks like a strange guest. I would like you to die. Do. All the enemies are here. Yeah! Kick their butts. Sus. Slice. Hi. Missed me? What? Oh, that's not good. That was quick. I didn't feel like lingering once I got the intel. You didn't tear the whole place apart, did you? It will survive. May took a glance at the sniper rifle in Raven's hand. Wouldn't that be an overkill, using the divine key? I'd rather not take her if she hasn't got a mind of her own. Sometimes you got to indulge her if you want her to perform. We'll need her for the puppets, so I'm pampering her for now. Huh? Oh, she hasn't been properly introduced. Meet the third divine key, Key of Sanction. Strong-minded gal, just like you. Remember when we were on the Coral Island and Al took it? He wasn't able to unlock her rated power till the end, because she has her own personality. It all depends on whether you can hit it off with her. So she won't unleash her power in the wrong hands. It goes beyond that. Power, ammunition, performance, or even weapon type. She's drastically different in every hand. That's why I take good care of her and talk to her a lot. I think we're getting along just fine. No wonder you take it everywhere. She's also known as the Seven Thunders of Retribution. Maybe it indicates she has 7 forms, but I've only seen 4. Hello, Carrick, welcome in. Oh, right. Why don't you try? The Harsher of Thunder might be a good match for the lightning imbued divine key. Raven handed the weapon over. It took me a moment of hesitation before she received it. Oh. This is... I think she likes you. Maybe you do have a special connection. When May touched the weapon, it somehow felt to her like a living thing with a beating heart. It feels special. Told you. Well, divine keys are made from people. Or what used to be people. May handed the weapon back to Raven, and it soon returned to its sniper rifle form. One day when I was on a mission, I got hurt, and out of the blue, she decided to be a slingshot. Almost got me killed. Can't let that happen again. You got something on the puppet? I learned something interesting. Remember what Grey Serpent said about how it's a strange one? It doesn't act alone. There are other puppets helping this one? No, humans. Humans.
次の現場は絞ってある。
I've pinpointed the next crime
犯
scene.
人は
The
夜
culprit
間に
only
しか
works at
行動し
night,
ない。
and that gives us some time to
夜
prepare
まで
now.
まだ時間があるから、それまで準備を進めるとしよう。
Raven
付き
chuckled.
合ってほしい場所
Come
があるん
along.
だ。
I'm taking you to a place. A place? A few moments later.
先
Ah,
生、それ
Sensei,
とメイ
and
も。
me.
ああ、クール。
Hi, Sora. You saw some of my love, didn't you? Raven gave Sora a hug and ruffled her hair.
待たせてすまない。
Sorry I came late, and
今
thanks for
まで
taking
みん
care
な
of
の世話
everyone
で
while I
大
was
変だ
away.
っただろ。
How do you like it here? The
ベッ
bed
ド
is
はふかふ
soft.
かだし、
The living
リ
room
ビ
is
ングは
big,
広い
and we
し、
have hot
お
water
風
around
呂
the
もちゃん
clock.
とお湯が出るの。
Everyone's happy.
そうか。
Glad to hear
なら
it.
でも、
But Sora looked to
ここ
me.
のカレーは
The curry
メ
here
イの
isn't
カレーほど美味
as
し
half
く
good as
ない。
May's.
ほう。会いたい
So
の
you
は
miss her
私じ
more
ゃな
than
くて、
me? I'm
メイ
hurt.
の。
違う違う。
Oh, we miss you
先生
too.
にも
We
会いた
miss
か
you
ったよ。
every day. May shook her head and turned her eyes away to the building nearby. It had the look of a big summer house, quiet, well built, and classy. But the guards at the gate told a different story. It wasn't hard to tell the house was off limits to the outside world. Kevin did keep his word. May!
子供たちに会っていかな
Want
い
to
と。
say hello to the kids?
あ、いい
I
え、
guess not.
外で
I'll
待つ
wait
わ。
outside. May bent down and gently touched Sora's face.
ごめんね、クーちゃん。
Sorry, Sora.
用事
There's
があるか
something
ら、
else I need to
今
do,
日はここまで。
so I can't play with you this time.
でも安心して。
But don't
また来
worry,
るから。
I'll come back on another
欲しい
day.
ものとかあ
Any
る？
gift you want? I'll bring it to
今
you
度持っ
next
てくる。
time. It's okay. I don't need any gift. You're the
メイ
best
が来て
gift. Aw.
うん。
It's a deal
じゃ
then. Deal. Don't
じゃあ
keep your
今日は
sensei waiting.
先生の
She's
相
been
手をして
missing you
あ
a
げて。
lot. She was even practicing
み
what
ん
to
なに
say on
会い
the
た
way
すぎて。
here.
うるさい。
Shut up. Raven took Sora's hand and gave May a wink before heading in. Summer breeze came to hug her with a pleasant smell. All was quiet save for the chirping birds and rustling leaves. A kite slowly rose above the walls and began to dance in the blue, clear sky. Its well-protected shelter seemed like an exquisite crystal ball capturing the finest moment of summer. May was reminded of a certain day in her childhood when her father took her out for a trip. Her father was holding her hand, saying something. She couldn't recall the exact words. She hardly got to see her father, let alone going on a trip. Overcome with joy, she was unable to remember what he said. But she'd never forget it was a bright summer day, just like this one, with kites roaming in the skies and the same smell of summer in the air. Raven came back after a
待た
while.
せたな。
I hope the waiting wasn't too
退屈だったか。
boring.
そんなことないけど。
No, but how is
これがあ
this?
なたの言って
How
た
is this
準
your
備。
preparation?
私が仕
It
事モードに
prepares me to
入
be
る
what
た
I
めの
need to
準
be
備
for
だ。
the mission. Make any
子
sense?
子供たちは元気だっ
How are
た？
the
一
kids?
日3食。
Well attended. Good food, the
食べ
best
物に
medical
困
care
るこ
money
と
can
はない。
buy. They're no longer trapped
治療
in the
も
ここは
roost.
綺麗ね。
It's a beautiful
まるで崩
place.
壊が発
Reminds me
生
of
し
the
たこ
days
とが
before
ない楽
Honkai.
園みたい。
あの子たちは。
They should grow up
そう
without
いう
knowing
楽園ボ
Honkai.
ンド来た時は中
You
に
should go
入
in
る
and
とい
say
い。
hello next time. The kids miss you.
みん
May said nothing.
ああ。
Oh,
子供の
speaking
話
of
というの
kids,
男の子
I
が
heard a little
紙を
boy
持っ
came
て
here
こ
with a
こに
slip
来
in
た
his
らしい。
hand.
悪い人に誘
Said
拐
he
さ
was
れて自
kidnapped
力
and
で
he
逃げ出し
escaped
て
on
き
his
たと言っ
own.
てた。
It's a peculiar scar on his neck.
首に
Might be a
変わった
stigma.
傷跡が。
へえ、
Is that
成
so?
功を
A
持つ
boy
男
with a
性。
stigma. That's rare.
珍しいわね。
誘拐された場
He
所
was
は
kept at exactly the same
お前
area
が
where
昨
you
日
carried
言っ
out your
てた
mission
任務地
yesterday.
と。
それは奇遇ね。
What a coincidence.
そうだな。
Yeah, just uncanny. Did
何
you
か
see
思い
anything?
いいえ。
No.
本当か？
Are you sure you didn't
長
see a
身で
tall and pretty
頭に
lady with a
角があ
pair
っ
of
て、
horns
ここの
handing out
住所が
slips
書
with
か
the
れた紙
address
を
of this
渡した
place?
きれ。
いいえ。
Doesn't ring a bell.
そいつは残念だ。
That's a shame. I'm
彼
dying to
女に
know
会っ
her.
てみたかったな。
Excuse you, this outfit only has one horn? It's keeping up her hair.
心に留めておく
I'll
わ。
keep an eye out for you.
じゃあ、つ
Or
いで
why
に
don't you
伝
pass a
言を
word to
頼
her
む。
for
何か
me?
しら。
What is
こ
it?
こは託児所じ
This
ゃない。
place isn't a nursery for any
誰彼
homeless
構わ
kid.
ずここを
Next one
紹介
sent
するな。
here won't be free.
高くつくぞ。
And the price will be high.
覚えておくわ。
Got it.
も
I'll
し
be
会
sure
う
to
ことがあ
pass
っ
the
た
word.
ら伝えて。
Much
じゃ
obliged. The two then fell silent as they listened to the whispers of the wind.
あ、お前。こ
Weren't
こ
you
の
worried
警
that the
備は
guards
ヨル
here
ムン
might be
ガンドが
working
し
for
てるっ
World
ていうの
Serpent?
に。
彼らがあなたの
I
手
knew
の
they
も
were
のだという
yours.
のは
You'd
分かっ
never put your kids in untrustworthy hands.
た。
You're
その
right.
あの子はどうなるの？
What will happen to the boy?
ああ。
I don't know.
新しい身分
His
は
new
すでに
identity's
用意し
ready.
た。
Probably will be sent to a safe
おそ
place
ら
and
く比
looked
較
after by
的平
someone
和なところ
reliable.
に置く。その後はあ
But
の子
after
次第
that,
だ。
it's all up to him. You've been a lucky
彼
one,
は
and I
運
wish
に
his
恵
luck
ま
can
れてる。
last.
そう
Hope
ね
so. The sun began to set slowly but surely, painting the sky with a faint reddish glow.
さあ、
All right,
そろそ
we
ろ
should
行
be
くとし
going
よう。
now.
目的地は海の方だ。
To the seaside.
ここから少し距
A
離が
bit
ある。
far from here. We'll drive there and
車で
talk
行
on
こ
the way. Yeah!
う。乗れ。
Get in. We're in a car. The two went to a sports car. Raven got in and took the
あ
driver's
な
seat.
たの車
This is your car?
そうに決まって
Who
るだろ。
else might it be?
免許は持ってる
Got your driver's
本
license?
気か？
You kidding me? I'm a
私は傭
mercenary.
兵だ。
Bring me a helicopter and I'll
車の
fly it
免許
for
どこ
you.
ろか。
May took a moment to observe the car. It was parked in the shade, sleek, shiny,
どう
expensive.
だ？
Any
もっ
comments?
と目立つ色の
I
方が
thought
好き
you'd
か
pick
と
a
思
color
ってた
that stood out more.
実は赤が
I
好きな
like
んだ
red,
が。
but I couldn't find a model that
残念
looked
ながら
good in
気に入っ
red.
たもん。
She pointed at the back row.
それに子供たちをド
And
ラ
I'd
イブ
like
に
to
連
take
れ
the
て行く
kids
なら
out for a spin. The
席
more
は多い
seats, the
方がい
better.
い。
結構綺麗ね
It looks
Sa-
good. Hop
Nore.
in. I hesitated and finally took a back seat. Not gonna ride shotgun, May? Raven didn't start the
ど
car.
うかしたの
Something
あ
wrong?
のな、
Hey,
雷
what do
電
you
家
take
のお
me
嬢
for,
様。
Miss Ryden? Your
私
chauffeur?
後ろに座ったら
Come to the
ちゃ
front
ん
row
と
already
話せ
so
な
we
い
can
だろ。
talk.
おう
Oh.
ごめんなさい
Okay,
そう、それでい
that's
い。
better. Now buckle up.
シート
Raven started the engine and it began to roar like a wild beast.
さっきの話の続きだ
Back
け
to
ど
the topic earlier. You
人
were
形
saying
に協
humans
力
were
する
helping the
人間
puppet.
がいる
あ
Yeah, a delivery guy. He put the puppet in a box and put the
奴は
box
人
in
形
the
を
alley by the
箱に入れ、
warehouse at night.
人形はそのまま出てき
The
て、
puppet got out and
配
entered
管
the
を通って倉
warehouse
庫に
through
入る。
pipes, messed the place up, and
大
returned to the
暴れし
box.
た。
なるほど
So that's
道
why no
理
one
で
saw it
街
in the
中を移動
neighborhood.
してるはずなのに
No one
発
paid
見
any
でき
heed
ない
to the
わけだわ
box hundreds of yards away from the sea.
現場でも
But
どうして
why
そ
would
んな
he
こと
do
する
that?
さあ、
Who knows?
そ
Maybe
い
he's
つなりの理
coerced or
由があるの
manipulated
かも
or
しれない
something
し、
crazy. We'll have to ask
操ら
him
れ
in
ているのか
person
もしれない。
tonight.
じゃあどうやって
How
次
did
の
you
現場を
decide
割り
their
出
next
したの
target?
ここは
They have
人間
connections. As the forest receded from the windshields, they drove onto an open road.
私たちは倉庫をい
Remember
く
the
つ調べ
warehouses
たか
we've looked
覚えてる。
今日の
into?
も入れると3
Three
つ
of
ね
them, if you count the one tonight.
そうだ。
Right. All
荷物を
sabotaged
保
by the
管する
puppets,
3
and
つの
guess
倉
what?
庫
They
は
each belong to a
全部人
notorious
形にちなみ
organization.
に、この
Another
都
tip
市
for
は
you.
4
The
つの
city
勢
is
力
run
に
by
よって
four
その
such
バランスが
organizations.
保たれ
See
て
it
そう
now?
いうことね
I see. But wouldn't the
で
city
も
be better
そういっ
without
た
these
倉庫を破
warehouses?
壊してどうして人形は
Why would the
人
puppet
間
do
に利
such
のあるこ
things
と
that
する
only
の
benefit the common citizens? Unless. Raven waited for May to
もし
finish.
かして
Unless the
被害者は
victims
みん
all
な
assume their
ラ
rivals
イ
were
バル勢
behind
力
it.
の主
ビンゴだ。
Smart
衝
girl.
突はもう起き
The
た。
conflict is in full swing. Just a
昨
matter
晩
of
のこと
time
だ。
before collateral damage gets to
この
civilians.
まま
だから次に人形
So
は
you
4
believe
つ
the
目の
puppet
倉庫
will
に行
surely
くと
pay a
判断
visit
し
to
た
the
わけ
fourth
ね
warehouse tonight?
そうだ。
Yeah.
でもそのまま手を引く可能性もあるわ
But it might very
そ
well
したら
stop
最後
now
に
and make
残
the
った
last
組織が
organization the
集中
largest
的に非
suspect.
難され
The
衝突
situation
は
would
よ
get
り
even
激
worse.
確かにその通りだ
Indeed.
が。
But I doubt it would do so. The open road spanned across a cliff overlooking the ocean on the right.
高い位置の展開になったら、
If the
事態は
last
かえって
organization
緩やか
becomes
に
the
なる。
common enemy, they'll suffer the most,
は
but the
められた組
situation
織は
won't
大変
deteriorate
人形は
further.
それを望まな
That's
い。
the last thing the puppet wants.
奴らが
Its
望む
purpose
の
is to
は
ignite an
混乱。
all-out war and plunge the city into
互いを
hell.
疑い、そういう状況
In
にな
that
ると、
scenario, it takes only a
銃
bullet
声
to
一つだ
destroy
けで
everything.
全てを壊せ
It's
る。
not a personal vendetta.
奴らはこの都市を丸ごと壊したいんだよ。
The puppet seeks to bring down the entire city.
だが、奴ら
But
の
that
計
won't
画は
happen.
成
We'll
功
put
し
an
な
end to
い。
its little adventure tonight. Raven floored the pedal, and the car darted forward like a wild horse.
そういえば、
Any
私の運
comment on my
転技
driving
術
skill? Not
悪
bad,
くないだ
huh?
ろ。
昔の運転手の方
Still
が
a
上
long
手
way
ね
to go to match my old chauffeur.
手厳しいんだな。
You're certainly demanding as a passenger.
あの運転手には
My
よくして
chauffeur
もら
was
った
very
わ
nice to me. May looked outside the windshield and set her eyes on the gorgeous afterglow.
あの頃のお父様
My
は仕
father
事
was
に追
busy
われて
working,
て
and I
めっ
hardly
た
got
に
to
会
see
えな
him
か
at
っ
all.
た登校時と下校時は
I
運
was
転手
chauffeured
が送ってくれた
to and from school. I made very few
学
friends
校
in
にも
school.
放課後はクラスメー
No
ト
one
と
to
一
keep
緒
you
に帰
already on your way home.
ええ
Before I walked out of the school gate, I'd always see a black limo parked outside.
それが原因で友
Maybe
達が
that's
で
why
き
I
な
had
かったん
almost
じゃ
no
ないか
friends.
そうかもしれない
Maybe. And maybe my
運転手
chauffeur
も
knew
それ
it
に気
too.
づいてたかも
But it couldn't be helped. It was his
でも
job.
仕方から
He talked to
彼
me
は
in the
よく
car,
車
asked
で
me how
話しかけ
school
てくれ
was,
た
and tell me about my father's work.
優しい人みたい
Sounds
だ
like a
な
gentle person.
え
Yeah. But I didn't even get
え
the
でも
chance to
彼
say
にお
thank
礼
you
を言
to
う
him.
何があった
What
彼
happened?
は死んでしまっ
He
た
died.
超空襲の崩壊のせい
In
か
the Nagasora Honkai event?
Eh.
Yes.
そうか
I see.
そう考えると
Come to think of it,
私によくして
people
く
who
れ
were
た人
once
たち
nice
は
to me rarely end
いい
well.
結論の運転手も
The chauffeur, my
Otousama
father,
mo.
my teachers, and my friends.
そう悲観的に
Such
な
a
るな
pessimistic view coming from
昨日
someone who preached
私
other
に別の可
possibilities to
能
me
性
just
の話を
yesterday.
した
そうねでも
I know this sounds
可能性と呼
paradoxical,
べ
but
るものさ
sometimes
えなくなったことがあ
there's
るな
nothing you can do about certain things. A few weeks
クレイ
ago,
グジェムに関する
I read
ギ
every
ャルム
report
ワン
on
ド
the
の調
search
査
for the
結果
gem
を
of
読んだ
haste,
す
every
べて
word
ね
in them. Kevin
で
said
も
nothing.
その
They
い
all
ずれも
point to the
収
same
穫なし
conclusion. Nothing.
そうだ
Yes. This was his confirmation.
ありえない
Possible.
虚数空
Even
間に
if
落
it
とさ
fell
れたとしても
into the
歴史
imaginary
者コアが
space,
痕跡を
it
残
must
す
have
よ
left some traces
急
and
に
won't
消える
just
はずだ
vanish. Neither
ク
was
レイグ
she.
ジェムはシーリ
The
ンが
gem was
一
a
番
part of Siren.
他人
I
の手に
can't let
渡
it
すわけに
fall
はい
into
か
the
ない
wrong
君
hands.
は答えを知ってい
You
るはずだ
have the answer. No, maybe I know something
彼
else.
女は死んだ
She's died. Kevin spat out the conclusion
な
curtly.
んですって
What?
君の探しているのが
I know it's not
ク
the
レイグ
gem
ジェ
you're
ムじゃない
looking
のか
for.
彼女は虚数空
She
間で生
wasn't
き延
able
び
to
ることが
survive
で
in
き
the
ない
imaginary space. We didn't find
夜の
anything. May fell silent, trying hard to find the flaws in his words. But Kevin's ice cold voice made his statement difficult to argue
こ
against.
れは事実だ
It's a fact. These were the last words he left. May refused to accept the fact and kept looking into every lead she could possibly find. But her investigation gave her an answer even more heartbreaking than the silence from Kevin.
きっと希
Something
望
will
はある
come
さ
up. Raven knew what May was looking for.
渡りガラス
Raven, I want
一
to
つ
ask you a
質問
question.
なんだ
What?
少し失礼なことかもしれないから答え
It
た
might
くな
sound
かったら
offensive,
答
but you
えな
don't
くてい
have
い
to
から
answer
あ
it. Ask away.
お兄さんが生きてることを
Would you expect your
期待
brother
す
to
る
be alive? The gray Koenigsegg slowed
ハイ
down.
ヘビが教えたのか
Gray Serpent told you that.
自分で調べたわ
I looked it up myself.
あなたがハイヘビに
He
連れ
was
て行か
still
れた
alive when
時
Gray Serpent took you in. Mm. The car
目
stopped.
的地に着いた
We've arrived. They had come to the seaside. Raven parked the car right
夜
beside
ま
the
でまだ
beach.
時間がある
There's still some time before
少
dark.
し散歩に付き合
Walk with me for a minute.
ええ
Sure.
シベリアには砂浜がない
Siberia doesn't have any beach,
あるの
only
は
deep
真っ白
snow.
な雪だけ
I
だ
mean, it does have beaches.
こ
My
うい
big
う
brother had
砂
never seen
浜
a
を
beach.
一度も
Just
見たこ
probably
とがない
not this kind of beach.
靴を脱いでみるか
Well, take your shoes off.
波
Must
が
feel good
足
to
に触れ
step
る
on
感
waves
覚は
barefoot.
きっと悪くないと思うぞ昔
One day I
どっち
challenged
の
my
方
brother
が
to
裸
stand
足
in
で
snow
長く
barefoot
雪の
and see
中
who'd
に立っ
last
てられる
longer.
か兄と勝負したことがある
勝ったの
Did you win?
いや
No. Riley
少し
took
し
1
てす
minute
ぐ
to
降
surrender.
参したでも
But my
兄
brother
は
stood
10
there
分
for
間
10
も立ってい
minutes.
た足の感覚が
In the
なくな
end,
っ
he
て
lost his senses, and I had to carry
私
him
が背
home.
負って帰ったんだ
お兄さん凍傷
Did he
になら
suffer
なか
from
ったの
frostbite?
凍傷になった
Of
さ
course, someone lost his legs.
危
I
う
gave
く
him
足
hell
が動
for
か
it.
なくなるところだった兄は母にひどく怒られたよ
あなたを怒らなかった
Wasn't it you who started it?
ああ
Yeah, but my brother
勝
said
負
it
を
was
持ち
his
かけた
idea.
のは自分だって兄が言い出したからな普段は私をい
He's
じめる
usually a
くせに
bully to me, but when it
い
mattered,
ざ
he
と
always
い
stood
う
up
時
to
に
me.
は私を守るんだ両親の前でも
We were facing
狩りをする
blames
時で
when
も
we were hunting, and that time.
あの時だって
Raven took off her shoes and walked barefoot in the setting sun. The ocean water was patting her foot rhythmically and erasing the footprints behind her.
期待するかって聞いたな
Would I wish? Yeah, of
何度も
course.
シベリアに
I
戻って
came back to
兄を
Siberia
探し
for
た
him many times. I paid many
情報屋
informants
に
to
依
look
頼
for
を出
him.
した兄があの夜に死
I
んでい
keep
ない
wishing
こ
he
とを
wasn't killed on that
あ
night,
の廃墟
wasn't
に埋
buried
め
in
ら
the
れていないこ
ruins.
とをいつか私の前に
I
現
wish
れ
one
て
day he would suddenly show
昔の
up
よ
and
うに
surprise me,
ナタと
calling
呼
me
んで
Tasha like he used
サ
to.
プライ
She bent down to pick up a shell and tossed it back to the sea after playing with it for a while.
実は
You know what? He
目の
actually
前
showed
に
up.
え
What?
あれはあの頃と
It
同
was a
じ
freezing
寒い
cold
冬で
day. Even Vancouver was covered
バ
in
ンク
snow.
私は車を運転し
I
て
was driving to a deal.
取
Someone
引
who looked
先の人に
exactly
会いに
like
行く
him
途
walked
中だっ
past
た
me while I was waiting for the green light.
子供の姿だ
A kid?
いや
No, not a kid.
なんというか
How do I put it? I
兄が生き
decided
て
this
た
is
ら
what he would look
き
like
っ
the
とあん
instant I
な
laid
風に
my
なっ
eyes
て
on the
いるに
man.
頭が真っ白
My
になっ
mind
て
went all blank and I
何
couldn't
も考
think.
えられなかった
Next thing I knew was him disappearing at the corner.
気がつ
I
いた
jumped
ら
out.
長いこと追いか
I
けたが
chased him for a long time, but
私
the
たちの距
distance
離は
between us
縮ま
never
ることがな
shortened.
かった
The traffic lights, the crowds.
私は彼をじっ
I
と見
fixed
つ
my
め
eyes on him. The way he
その
ran and
後ろ
dodged the
姿を
crowd
視
was
界の
exactly
中
the
にとど
same
め
as
よ
in
う
my
と必死にな
memories.
った
I even looked down at her feet as if reminiscing the chasing on that day.
結局
Well,
追
I
い
didn't
つくこ
catch
と
him
は
until
でき
the
ない
end.
嘘みたいだろ
How is it possible?
私
The
は
best
北米でト
mercenary
ッ
in
プの
North
傭
America.
兵
But once someone found,
暗
there's
殺
nowhere
も
to
追
hide.
跡も得意なはずだ
We are in chapter 24 and we're fighting some puppets during combat, which we're not having at the moment. We're having a nice, cool scene on the beach.
だから気づいた
And then I realized it wasn't that I
追い
couldn't
つけな
catch
いの
him.
ではない
I just didn't want
そ
to.
の気持ち
I know the
心
feeling.
のどこかで
Deep down, I knew it
あれ
wasn't
は
him.
兄じゃな
I
い
knew
と
he was gone. It was merely a
兄は素手
mirage.
でも私は認めた
But
くな
I
かっ
just wouldn't
た
face the facts. I tried desperately to hold
藁
on
に
to
も
it.
だがそれを
And I
否定
didn't
さ
want
れ
to
るのが
deny
怖かった
reality either. So I held myself
追い
back.
つくのが怖かったん
I
だ
feared he would turn back and
振り
say,
返って
I don't know you.
一つ
その後は
What happened then?
その後は
I don't remember. Probably went
よ
back
く
to the
覚えてないきっ
crossroads.
と私のせいで
I
渋
caused a
滞を起
traffic
こして
jam.
たし
That's the deal. But thinking back
取
now,
引先にも
it
遅
didn't
れた
really
だろう
matter.
あの日のことはま
It
る
was
で
like a
夢の
fleeting
ようで
dream. Since that, I kept running
Nanno
my
jikkan
bar
mo
and living
nai.
my life on the edge as a mercenary.
最後は夢を
I even found myself a dream.
島を
Buy
買
a
って
small island and build a
別
big
荘を
house
建てる
there.
ことを実現させ
I
た
drifted too long and wanted a home. I even looked over the horizon, as if her island was just there.
だが
All ancient
それ
history
も
now.
残念ね
I'm sorry.
いいんだ
It's okay.
もう気にし
I'm
てな
over
い
it now.
あの島が沈んだ
It was
時
the moment my island sank that I realized I
今
had
まで
never
本
really
当
lived
の意
my
味で
entire
生きて
life.
いなかった
生きていなかっ
Lived?
あ
Right before
兄
my
が
brother
死ぬ
died,
前
he
に
said
私
only
に言
this
っ
to
てい
me.
たこと
Live on and live well.
生き残れんなと
Live on, Tasha, and live
生
well.
き残るんだ
It's like a curse, turning the purpose of
そ
everything
れ
I
が
do
呪い
into
みたいで
keeping breathing.
しかし
But now I know, even if
今
the
の
island was
私に
still
はわ
there,
かる
I'd never find inner peace and convince
た
myself
とえ
I'm
あの島が無
living
事だった
well.
とここ数年
All these years,
こ
the
の
only thing that
体
has
に
made
ま
me
だ
feel
命
remotely
の温度
alive
があ
is
る
the
と
warmth of
私
my
に
body.
思わせ
子供たちと一緒に
You
いる
told me it
時
was when you were with the kids.
あ
Yeah, you can tell me it's pointless when the
自己
whole
満足
world
と
is
か
corrupted.
焼
Or
け
it's
石
just a
に
little
水と
play
か
for
言われても
myself.
だが
But still, I
そ
feel
れ
it's the
は
only right
私が
thing I've
思っ
done.
た唯一
The only
正
thing
し
I
いこ
want to
と
keep doing.
素晴らしいことでもあれ
It's a remarkable thing.
そうだといいがな
Maybe. The ocean breeze gently touched their faces.
海に来てるのに
Don't you
フ
feel
ードを
hot
かぶっ
wearing the
たまま
cape?
な
そうだな
Yeah, now that you mention it,
言われてみると
It's
確
kind
か
of
に暑いな
the setting sun was now kissing the ocean and giving it a huge flush. Having shared everything she's been keeping to herself, Raven felt relieved and smiled broadly. She is a hot lady. It's kind of weird that the default version of her outfit is the hood down, not the hood up, considering this is, I think, the first time she's been actually seen with, like, her hood not up. In the picture, a strand of her hair on the top simply wouldn't bow down and seemed out of place.
知ってるか
You know
過去
what?
の
In the
私
past,
は
I never
人
wore
前で
capes
フ
in
ードや
public
帽
because it
子を
seemed
かぶっ
rude.
たしかし
And somehow
なぜ
people
か
always
いつ
treat
も
me
子
like a
供だ
kid
と思
until
わ
one
れ
day I
舐
closed
め
the
られ
deal
た
successfully without taking the cape off.
ある日童顔だからだろう
Maybe people refused to take me seriously because I looked
それ
young,
以
I
来フ
thought.
ードは外さなくなっ
Anyway, I never took off the cape since.
た笑えばいい
Laugh all you want,
もう
you're
二
never
度
getting
と
to
見
see
せ
it
ないから
again.
な
The sun was halfway drowned in the sea now.
ライデン・メイ
Right in May.
私たちはいずれ
We need to shake off our
過去
shadows
に
from the
別れを
past.
告げなければな
Joke's
らない
on you, Raven! Your default outfit shows your face! Yes.
だが
But I also want to believe the better result you
いい
said.
ありがと
Thanks. What to thank
礼
for?
を言ってどうす
Just
る
follow through the path you deem right,
お
and
前
I'll do
が
the
思
same.
う
え
Sure.
もちろん
The sun finally went fully under the sea.
夜になったわ
It's
行
night
くと
now.
しよ
Let's go. Okay. Yeah, we walked on the beach. Beach time. I love the beach. Oh, okay. Why did you kick me out, game? It's weird. Oh, Hersher time. Whoa. Hersher time. She's gonna set people on, well, kind of on fire. Lightning does tend to set things on fire. Night, the warehouse by the sea. Here we
ま
are.
た同じような倉庫
Another
ね
warehouse that looks the same.
これがここの特
Maybe the
徴なのか
locals
もし
share
れ
the
ない
same
ね
taste.
そろそろ奴が
About time
現
it
れる
shows
セ
up.
キュリティ機構も増えた気がするわ
I sense a bigger presence of security
おそらく
workers. You
他の
probably
倉
heard
庫の
about the
襲
other
撃を聞いた
warehouses.
それでもまだ
Will our
目
target
標は
take
こ
the
こに
risk
していま
tonight?
せん
あ
I think
奴
so.
らの
The
計画
Hersher
に
of
影響はない
Dominance
だ
struck
ろ
me
う
as a group of lunatics
支
who
配
risk
の力者
everything
は
to
目
get what they
的を
want.
私たちも行動を開始し
We
よ
should
う
move now. Avoid the security and lay low.
人形は
How
ど
did
う
the
やって
puppets
警
get
備を
through
か
the
わしたの
guards?
私たちの知ら
Perhaps
ない
there's a
近
secret
道で
passage.
もあるのかもしれないな
Perhaps the puppets are the guards. Look for suspicious things. You know what's suspicious? Me, I'm suspicious.
神の鍵の状態は
How's the divine key?
安心しろ
Relax,
ま
it's
さ
in a
に
good
ご機嫌
mood.
だ
Whoop.
おいもう少し気をつけろ
How am I supposed to not get caught when they fucking spawn in? I mean, that doesn't apply to what happened here, but it does apply to the other situation.
制圧したわ
気づかれてないといいが
No, we'll be fine. Fuck. Oh my god.
強風よ
I did the thing, and it was like, no, you didn't. A person floating a couple inches off the
あい
ground.
つだ
Found a dude. Hello, suspicious individual. Stay clear from the box. Who's there?
あんたたち
What are you trying to do to my sister?
やめろ
Oh, you're not hurting my sister. Ah! Flash of lightning, the man fell onto the floor. That settles it. I hope you didn't kill him. No, I simply knocked him out. I doubt we'd be able to get anything from him. Tie him up. Agreed. Raven tied the man up and tossed him by the wall. What's with his sister? Couldn't stop talking about her. That's the box you mentioned? The puppet inside? And even the same package. Do we open it now? Be careful. The intel we have indicates we might be teleported to a closed space called the Theater of Domination. Worry not, I came prepared. Raven took a small and round device out of her pocket, showed it to May. Simple EM shield, not as powerful as yours, but it can stop energy erosion. We might be separated after we get in. Prepare to act solo and try to find each other. They exchanged a look and both nodded. This is the Theater of Domination? Raven's not here. Teleported to another place? I didn't get in. It feels unwise. Like, May has full control over her Hersher powers. Unlike Bronya and Kiana. Why can't I use my other stuff? Can't use my U button. Oh, because I'm supposed to not use my Hersher powers. An unexpected guest. May and Kiana don't have full control, but May does. Welcome to the Theater of Domination. Here's the main puppets. I mean, yeah, puppets. Even though it's only one of them, they all look the same. They're a hive mind. Welcome to the Theater of Domination. Puppet. Here I was wondering why my brother didn't call me out. It's you two. May unsheathed her blade. Oh, that won't be necessary. I just want to take you on a tour around this place. Tour? Yeah, it's not like you get to see the place every day. Sure you don't want to look around, Miss Raiden? You know my name. Yeah, I know you. We all do. You're an honored guest here. Come on, let me show you around. If you like it here, or even better, decide to join us. May's face is like, ugh. Coming or not, I'm leaving without you. She didn't attack me. Is this a trap? Find out. Let me go. That's a bigger puppet. Are they building a body for all of them? Marvelous, isn't it? We built this together. Who are we? My friends. We're all very weak, so we need to stick together and help each other. Oh, sorry. Someone must have left it in here carelessly. You should be able to deal with it. Deal with it with your Hersher power, right? No need. My blade will suffice. May's like, I don't need no Hersher powers. I'm cool. Whee. More toys this time. Hurry up or you'll be left behind. I mean, there's only one way to go. Hersher that weighs a blade? How unbefitting. I'd prefer lightning if I were you. Oh no, I got hit. What a rude puppet. Trying to steal my shit.
もうおしまい？
I thought you were gonna show me around. Let's stop now.
いい加減しらばっくれ
Drop
る
the
のはやめたら
axe.
どう？
I know you were manipulating
これ
the
らのく
puppets.
ぐバレた？
Oh, you found out, but can you blame me? I just want to take a good look at the legendary Harsher of Thunder. The puppet explained half-heartedly, but May had her own
人
considerations.
形は1回で
A puppet can only
3から
summon
5
3 to
体を
5
食う力が
followers
必
at
要
a time, and it
本
couldn't
体
fight
の
on
戦
its
闘
own.
力はそれにどうしてか
I don't know
私に
why,
列
but
車の
she
力
seemed
を
persistent
使わ
on
せよ
seeing
うと
my
しよう
Harsher
としてる
power. More info was
他
needed.
に見て回り
You
た
want
い
to
場所
check out
は
other
あ
parts
る
of this place?
あなたが言った
Tell
み
me
んな
more
のこと
about
を
you
教
and the
えて
others. Why would you want me to
どうして
join you?
私にみんな弱いから
Because we are all weak,
み
desperate,
ん
and
な
considered
失敗よ
losers.
な
Oh, of course,
今
you're
のあなた
powerful
は
and
強
different
い
now,
よ
but earlier it
私
would
た
make
ちとは
sense to
違
invite
う
you in.
でも
Still,
今
you're
のあ
welcome
な
here
たで
even
も
at this moment.
このどうしてそう思うの
How so?
だって
Because
あな
there's
た
still
の心
despair
の
in your
中に
heart.
はあなたの考え
I
が
know
わ
how
か
you
るよ
feel. A, you can't save her,
無限
neither
ト
can
ロピー
Chixel.
も天
No
命
one
も
but you
彼
can do
女を
something
救う
about
の
it.
偉い
Just
ね
like you, everyone here once fought hard
こ
against
このみん
injustice
な
in
も
life.
あなたと
But it made no
何がで
difference.
きるとい
Solve
う
this
の
problem and another pops up.
問題
Correct
を
this
一つ
mistake
解
and
決
another one
したら結
occurs.
局
In the end, we
私
failed
た
to
ちは
change
何
anything
も
at all.
変えられいろんなことがあったよ
Sounds
ね
like you've been through a lot. Yeah, did you see the
そうだ
guy
よあな
outside?
たたちに協
The
力
man
してた
helping
人
you?
間そう
Yeah, his
数
sister died a
日
few
前
days
あ
ago.
のただの
When
自
she
転
was
車は
lying in the hospital bed,
妹
he
のこ
never
とを
went there to
足
see
でも
her.
その
Can
妹
you imagine how desperate she
この
was?
私
And
が
I was?
あなたは
You
彼
were
女
born
が
out
生
of her
きてた
despair.
時にそうだよ
Yeah, but after she was
妹が
gone,
亡く
he
なって
suddenly grew a heart and
兄
realized
さん
he
は
had
よ
lost
う
the
や
only
く
family he
た
had.
った一
It
人
was
の
too
家族
late.
でも私がい
But
る
fortunately, there's still
だ
me.
から
I came to him.
兄さん
Don't
もう
cry,
泣か
big
ないで
brother. I'm right here.
私はここにい
We
る
have
で
an
しょ
ad, so I'm going to take a little break. We will be RB. Okay. Don't cry, big brother. I'm right here.
そしたら兄さんは
Since
私の
then,
言い
he's
なり
been
になっ
following my orders and
て
taking
行
me
きたい
wherever
場
I
所に
wish to
連
be.
れてってくれるようになったもう
We were gonna make him join us,
この
but you
劇場
caught
に
him
招待した
first.
子
Oh,
そう
right.
だ
It's okay if you don't feel like
ふと
joining
思
us.
いついたんだ
There's
け
another
ど
way for us to
あな
help you.
たとキアナ
We can turn you and your
普通
dear
の人
Kiana
間に
into
戻
normal
す方法
girls.
があるの
Not
こ
gay.
れまでにも似
This
たような
sounds
話を
familiar.
聞いたことが
How
あ
do you
るけ
plan to
ど
accomplish that? Just like this. Puppet approached May and posed a strange gesture as if channeling some form of
じゃ
power.
ーん
Ta-da! As it opened its closed palms, a ball pen fell to the
そ
floor.
れは
What's
これ
this?
は断
The
りの
Harsher of
律者の
Reason's
力
power from your
あ
friend.
なたの友
It's
達
a
から
shame
も
I
らっ
stayed
た
in the
んだよ
hospital for too long to think of anything
病院
else.
にいたからブローニャちゃん
Rania. May examined the ball pen on the floor. The blue shimmer meant it was indeed a creation of the Harsher of Reason. She frowned and directed her eyes back to the puppet.
どういうこと
I don't
断り
understand.
の律者とあ
What
な
does
た
the
の
Harsher
提案
of
に何
Reason
の
have
つ
to
な
do
が
with
りが
your
あるの
proposal? Reshaping us using her power?
違うよちゃん
Of
と
course not.
話を
You
聞
weren't
いて
listening. The Harsher of
要
Reason
点は
is not the
断りの
point.
律者じゃな
We
い
can take your powers.
私と手をつな
Just
い
take
で
my hand and
力
clinch.
を
Your
込
power
め
will
て
become mine in a
バチバチ
jiffy. It didn't feel like a lie, so how
簡
about
単
it?
でしょ
Isn't it simple and
あな
brilliant?
たが雷の
You
律
give me
者
the
の
Harsher
力
of
を
Thunder's
私に
power,
渡してくれ
and
た
I'll
ら
help you take the Harsher of the
その
Void's
後
power as well.
そうしたら
This way, both of you can live a normal life and never have to worry about Honkai anymore. Yeah,
もう
except they still
崩
have
壊
their
に悩ま
Harsher
されることも
cores,
なくなる
and Siren's fucking unstable as shit.
確かに悪くない提案だけど
Sounds convincing, but can you make
キ
sure
アナちゃんがあ
Kiana
なた
won't
から
take it
力
back
を
again?
力を
Take
奪
it
い返
back?
す
Impossible. Your
あり
mortal
え
without
な
the
い
power stands no chance
力を
against us. The conclusion jumped out. So, will you consider? May shook her head and reached for her blade once again.
でもその理屈だと
According to what you said,
空の律
you
者
will
の
need my
力を
power
奪
to
う
take
の
the
が
Harsher
私
of the
の
Void's
力は
power, right?
それなら先に彼
If
女を
so,
普通の
how
人間
about
に
you turn
戻して
her
から
into a normal person
雷
and
の
I
律
hand
者
over
の
my
力を
power
あな
then?
たに
Huh? It does make
確か
sense.
にそうだ
Without
け
your power, we might not
ど
be
で
able to
も
beat
え
her.
えそうですよ
Yeah,
ね
my thought exactly.
何が言いたい
What? May readied her battle
ご
stance.
めんなさい
Sorry,
何があ
I
って
don't
も
trust you to beat
キアナ
Kiana
ちゃん
in
があな
any
たに負けることだから
circumstances.
あなた
So
の
your
提案に
proposal
は
is pointless to me.
何の
I
理
thought
解
you'd
し
be
て
able
も
to
らえるよう
understand,
にちょっと
but
優しく
apparently
して
I
やっ
was
た
being
の
too
に
nice.
やっぱり
That's only the
乱暴な
hard
やり
way
方が
works.
これは私たちが十数時
It
間か
cost
け
us
て
more
作
than
った
10
も
hours
の
to
だよ
make.
律者の力を使わ
I
な
don't know how
い
long we
い
can
つ
hold
までもつか
on
見て
without
み
your
よう
Harsher
じゃ
power.
ない
For some basic mechas, like
次
fucking
はこいつ
forever.
だ
Other
こ
shit
のデカビツ
depends.
は難しかった
This
よ
fat baby was tough to
丸
make,
くて
rounded
大き
big,
くて
cost us a lot of
こいつを
materials.
設計した人の趣味がわからない 故障
Something went wrong.
どうやらあなたたちはまだ
Looks like you haven't mastered the
断
Harsher
り
of
の律
Reason's
者の
power
力を
yet.
完全に支配できてないよねこんな時で
I see what you're doing, but
ま
I'm
だ
not taking
私
the
から
bait and
何か
telling
聞き
you.
出そうとする気悪い人だね騙されないよ焦らないで
Don't worry,
と
I've
って
got
お
one more
き
big
のお
toy.
宝があるんだから
Hair is annoying me a bunch. Watcha! Oh no, paralysis! No, don't hit me!
何
Oh, what is it?
遅いわよ
Too slow. May, you're making me look bad. Lightning moves really fast. Did you guys know that?
ど
What?
れ
Who? Bang. The puppet collapsed to the
Oh, yeah.
floor.
トリガーを
Oh,
引くの
did
が
I
早
pull the
すぎた
trigger
か
too soon? What was it
ど
trying
う
to
せ
say?
聞く価値もない
Nothing
言
of
葉
value
よ
anyway. With a sudden change of surroundings, the two found themselves back in the real world.
戻ったな
My bag.
どうやら接
Seems
触
the
して
one's
きた人形を
contact
倒
puppet
せ
is
ば
broken. The
支配
connection
劇
with
場
the
と
theater
つな
will
が
be
りを
cut.
立てるよね
Some sort of insurance. The box, now lay a puppet broken into pieces.
あの男の人はどうするの
What about the
そ
man?
のままにして
We'll just
こ
leave
この
him
担
there.
当者に任せ
Someone
よ
will
う
take care of him. He
あ
doesn't
んなやつ
deserve
に
our
同情
pity.
さっき
Just
人形
now,
が
the
こだ
puppet
わり
used
の
the
律者
Hersher
の
of
力を
Reason's
使った
power.
私も見た
I saw it too. Want me to
探りを
ask
入れて
around?
頼むわ
May lowered her head and began to chew on what the puppet said.
戦いの途中
In combat, I
人形
kept
は
trying to
私
make
に
use of
律
my
者の
Hersher
力を
power.
使わ
Let
せ
me
よう
use
と
my
した
Hersher power.
奴
Maybe
ら
they
は律
have a
者
way
コア
to
なんて
take my
関係
power
なし
without the core.
そんなことができ
Can
る
it
の
be
か
done?
おそらく条件があるんでしょ
The
うけ
way
ど
it talked, yes,
あの
but
口
there
笛
are
からすると
conditions.
そ
It
れさ
didn't
え
use
満
my
たせば
power, so it
奪
wasn't
うこと
able
は
to.
一つ
I have a
スイザンド
theory. What is
黄泉
it?
の杖を覚えてる
The bit
効
the
果は
scepter of
違うけ
Duat,
ど
it works in
も
a
う少
similar
しわ
way.
かりやすく
How? They're
奴
based
ら
on
の
the same
律者
working
コアと
principle.
虚
Break
数
the
空間
connection
のつ
between
な
the
がりに
Hersher
干
core
渉
and the
する
imaginary space.
こう考えましょう
You can think of the Hersher core as a faucet
蛇口の
controlling the
線
energy flow
蛇口
in the
から流れ出
imaginary
る黄泉の
space.
杖は
The
乱暴な
scepter of
手段
Duat
で
works by
水の
blocking
流
the
れを
flow
止めそ
brutally.
して人形は
And then the
ホース
puppets
を
are
使う
using
こと
another
で
pipe to
水を
redirect the
自分
flow
た
into
ちの
their
ポ
own
ケットに
pool.
流してる
そう言われてみ
I
ると
see the similarity now.
渡りガラス
Raven,
この
could you
人形を
take
持っ
this
て
puppet back
先に
first?
別に構わない
Of
が
course, but
お
can you
前
tell
は
me
こ
what
れ
you
から
plan to
この
do?
目で確認し
There's
なきゃいけ
something
な
I
い
need
こ
to
とがある
confirm myself. Aw, yeah. She's gotta keep her girlfriends safe. So she will do whatever she must. Pog. Like, is there supposed to be a cutscene, or... There's a cutscene there. Okay. On stamina. Okay. Or a fuhua! The front gate of a college, New Jersey State.
ここよ。一人目の支配の
Here we
力者
are,
が
where the
誕生
first
した
Hersher
場
of
所。
Dominance was born.
いい大学です
A
ね
nice college. After the assault on the base, Dr. Einstein recalled Fuhua and asked her to investigate the Hersher of Dominance.
人形体内のコアを
We
解
learned
析した
something
結
about
果
the Hersher from the
律者に
puppets,
関す
but
る
the
情報を手に
information
入れ
is
た
disorganized like
た
puzzle
だししか
pieces.
し逆探
We
知によ
traced the
り
first
一
puppet
体
back
目
to
の
the
人形
college
が
in New
現れ
Jersey
たと
State.
考えられる場所
The
を
host
絞
is a
り出した
medical
ち
professor.
なみに今は
But now,
宿
we're
主と
calling
いう
the
言葉で
individuals
人
possessed
形
by
の元
puppets
となった
彼を
hosts.
見つければいいの
We
ね。
need to find him if he's
も
still
し
alive.
でき
Yeah,
れば
it's
本人を
best we
助け
save
てほ
him.
しい
If that fails, the
もし
puppets need to
失
be
敗した人
retrieved.
形のコアを破壊し
Please
ないよ
take
うに注
caution
意して
as
くれ
not to break its core.
中
Important
から情 報
intel can be
を抽
extracted
出
from
し
the
なければ
cores,
ならない
especially the first
どう
one.
して？
Why?
家系図を想像してみ
Imagine
よ
a
う
family tree. It always
最初は
starts with a
二人だったが
couple and then branches
同支
out.
配の律者もそうだ
It's more or less the same with
も
the
しそれ
Hersher
が
of
本当に
Dominance.
一体目の人形ならそれを基準に
By
他の個
comparing the
体と
first
の
puppet
自
with
律
the
者の
others,
誕生
we
法則
might be able to learn
電
something
波
critical
ケー
to
ス
the Hersher's
能
power,
力原理の面
Hersher's
から
birth,
鍵となる
propagation,
情
and
報を入
powers.
もちろん家
Of
系図はあ
course,
くま
the
で
family
比喩
tree
表
is
現
just
だ
a simple analogy,
実
but
際
one
の
thing
計
is
算
for
はもっ
sure.
と複雑
We
だろ
need
う
the first puzzle piece.
だが
私たちの任務は
Our mission is to
大学
infiltrate
に
the
潜入
college
し
and investigate
そ
the
の教授の
professor.
ことを調べ
What if we could take
で
him?
きれば本
Best
人
if we could take him
も
and
し
the
くは
puppet
連盟
back.
のバルキリーたちも
The Shixels also
律
sent
者コアの
Valkyries
回
to
収は
retrieve
し
the
てるし
Hersher core.
きっ
World
と
Serpent wants it
緩むん
idle
だ
either.
から一体目の人形は
They may even have
す
laid
で
their
に
hands on the
彼らの
puppet,
手の
but
内にあ
still,
る
we
かも
now
し
to
れない
gather as much intel as we
わ
can.
かりました
Understood.
式の律者の方
How
は
did it go, hunting the Hersher of Sentience?
残念ながら
We failed to
ま
track
だ
her
彼
down,
女の
but
行
she
方が
is
つか
still
めてい
somehow
ません
connected with the core in me.
しか
It
し
allows me to see some
彼
odds
女
in
は
it.
私
断片的
Shared vision or
したね
senses? Yes,
で
but
も
just
ど
a
れも一
flash.
瞬で
彼女が心配な
Are
の
you worried about her?
ええ
Mm. She's
彼
a
女は
Hersher,
律者
but
で
not
す
a
が
bad person.
その根の部
I
分
fear
は悪くあ
Honkai
り
may
ませ
lead
ん
her astray again if she's on her
じゃあ
own.
コアの
Well,
力を使
can
っ
you
て
locate her using your
彼女
Hersher
を
core?
探す
できないと思います
Afraid not.
どうして
Why?
変なんです
The core's in me,
コア
but
は
the
私
Hersher
の中
power
にあり
lies in
ますが
her, with the
式の
Fanghong
律者
Down
の
serving
力
as the
は彼
medium.
女が主導権を綱引きみたい
It's like a tug of war game. If I wish it happened to the harsher power, I need to pull her to my side. But I can't right now. She has the other end of the rope firm in her grip, no matter how hard I try. Of course, it can also be because of the dissolution of Feng Huang Down and my yet to recover power.
負荷の体は
Is your
その
body,
影響を
body
受けてる
suffering
の
from
任
this?
務の遂行に問題は
Not
あ
to
り
the
ません。
extent of crippling my performance in the
学
mission.
園長
Thanks for asking,
Okizukai.
Principal.
学園長
Principal. After learning your paths, it began to
負
feel
荷の
weird
過
when
去
you
を知っ
addressed
た
me
今
this way.
そうですか。
Is it so?
でも
But
あ
you're
な
the
たは
principal of Saint
セーフ
Freya.
レイヤーの
I'm
学
only
園長
quoting
な
your
んです
official
から
title.
ソルトレイク基地のことを
I
聞
heard
きま
about the
した。
Salt Lake base. Is
皆
everyone
さんが
okay?
ブローニャの状態は安定してるわ
Anya's stable now.
律
Her
者の
Hersher
力
power
を
was
奪われ
taken,
た
but
け
she's
ど
physically fine.
体の安全のため
As a
キアナに
precaution,
は
Kion is
し
now
ばらく
stationed
任
at the
務を
base
与えず
and doesn't take
施
field
設内で
missions.
え
A
も
wise
し支配の
decision,
律者
given
の
that the
目
new
的が
Hersher
律
is
者の
likely
控え
aiming
な
for
ら
more Hersher power.
その
ただ
I
ま
feel
た
sorry
部
for
屋にいて
her.
もらうこ
Her
とにな
hard-earned
るのは
freedom of
申し訳
movement
な
was
いわ
revoked, and she has to
せ
stay
っ
in
か
the
く
tiny room
自
again.
由に
キアナはそんなことを気に
Maybe
し
she
ないと
doesn't
思い
mind
ま
it at
す
all. That's exactly
だ
why
か
I
ら
feel
申し訳
sorry.
ないと思
You
う
know,
のよ
Kiana back at St. Freya would
セ
have
ー
faced
フレイヤーに
hell.
いた頃だっ
She's
たら
totally different
早く
now.
永久バルキリーになっ
Feels
て
like yesterday when
任
she
務に出た
blathered
いっ
about
て
becoming
騒
an
いでた
A
日
rank
々が懐
Valkyrie
か
and
しいわ
handling missions on her own.
気づいたらキアナは大
In a
人
wink
に
of an
なってい
eye,
て
she's a grown-up now,
引
sensible
き
and
分けあの子
reliable.
の変化を見ると
I'm happy for her changes,
な
but
ん
at
と
the
いう
same
か
time,
嬉し
I
いけど
know how much pain she's gone through.
学園長
Principal.
そんな彼女を見てると
Sometimes I think about the good
た
old
まに過
days
去のことを
when
思
she
い
was
出して
loud, annoying, and carefree.
今のキアナの笑
She
顔は
barely laughs now, and
も
even
う
when she
昔
does,
とは
there's
違う
always
ものになっ
bitterness
た
in
わ
it.
でもそれもい
But
い
I
こと
guess
だ
it
と思
can't be
う
helped. You'll have to
人
keep
は
moving,
前を
and
向
I
かな
lose
いと
something in the way. I lose something in the way.
彼女たち
Kiana,
の選んだ道
Bronya,
を
me,
信じ
and
て
you
る
too.
私
Me?
あなたもセーフレイヤー
You're
の
a
一
St.
員で
Freya
しょ
student
ありが
too.
とうございます
Thank you.
さて年長者
Alright,
のおしゃ
enough
べりは
chit
こ
chat.
こまでにして
Let's get down to
任務を
business.
開始しましょう
I got this outfit to try and
似合
blend
って
in.
ますよ
It suits you. The two walk towards the
おい
campus.
間違ってる
Hey,
ぞ
you there, wrong way. Huh?
間違ってる
Wrong way? This gate's
この
not
違う
news?
違う
Oh,
こ
but
こ
this is
は
a
大
college. The
学
primary school is
小学
across
校
the
なら
street.
小学
Pri-
校
Oh, right. Sir, Fuhua held Teresa's hand in a
この
hurry.
子は私の
This is my
妹なん
baby
です
sister. It's her dream to study
妹の
here,
夢
so
は
I took
こ
her
の
here for a
学校で
campus
勉
tour.
おおなるほど
Oh, I see. The guard bent down and looked at Teresa with fatherly, caring eyes.
ああ
I got a
友達の
friend whose
娘
daughter
ち
is
ょうど
about
この
the
子と
same
同じ
age.
くらいの年
She
で
wants to
こ
study
こ
here
の学
someday
生の
too.
嬢ちゃん
Little
ど
girl,
の学
what do
部
you
を目
want to
指してるん
study
だ
when
い
you grow up?
お姉さ
The
んと
same
同じ
major as
学
your
部
big
かな
sister?
あ
I,
私
yeah. My big
お
sister
姉ち
told
ゃ
me
ん
her
の学
school
校
is
は
pretty.
すごく
Can
綺
you
麗
please
って
let
聞
us
いたか
in
ら
and look around?
ああもちろん
Oh,
いいさ
yeah, of course. Be a
ちゃ
good
ん
kid
と
at
勉強
school,
し
and
て
someday you can
夢を
study
叶
here
えるんだ
too.
よ
I will. She's so mad. The guard
可
turned to
愛ら
Fuhua.
しい妹さ
Your
んだ
baby sister's so
こ
cute.
れ以上
You're welcome
邪
to
魔
look
はしな
around.
いで
Just
おく
don't
よ
make any trouble.
ありがとうございます
Thank you. Fuha took Teresa's hand and they went in together.
なんな
Darn
の
it, why do I have to
どう
look
して
like a
私の
child?
体
It's
は
so
子供のマ
inconvenient.
マと待って
Fucking
るの
understandable,
それは
girl.
むし
On
ろ
the bright
羨まし
side,
いこ
many
とな
would
ので
die to
は
look forever young as you. I'd rather be forever young like Fuhua. At least Fuhua can pass it as an adult.
腹が立つ
Never getting into this stupid outfit again.
とにかく
Anyway,
まずは
well, we
教
should
師
start
の
with the
研究室
professor's
から調
office.
べましょう
Let's sneak in.
この学校は
School
セ
kind
ー
of
フ
looks
レ
like
イヤー
Saint
と
Freya.
少し似てるわね
久しぶりに学園
I
に戻
miss
りたい
Saint
ですね
Freya.
でも
There are
生
so
徒
few
はあ
students
まりい
here.
ないみたい
夏休みだから
It's the summer vacation.
皆さ
Everyone
ん
must
帰
have
省した
gone
ので
home.
しょうか
Yeah, only
そういえば
nerds
そう
stay
だ
at
ったわ
school
ね
during the summer.
セーフレイヤーは
What do you
夏
mean so
休み
stays
で
at
もみ
Saint
んな
Freya
学
during
園内
summer
にいるから
vacation?
勘違いしちゃったわ
Saint Freya was a boarding school, though, and you guys had required classes year round. College courses
ここが
don't
彼の
aren't
研究
actually
室ね
required year round. Here we are. They walked into the room, and Teresa took off the coat for disguise.
結構散らかってい
It
ま
looks
すね
unorganized. How did you fit that dress under the other outfit?
何かないか探してみまし
Let's
ょう
look around. Maybe we'll
手がかり
find
がある
something. Teresa and Fuhua began to search through the files on the desk.
講義の時間割
Course schedule. Whoa, he has a lot of lectures. Notice of late loan payment, notice of late utility payment. Seems he's having a bit of financial trouble. Notebook at the corner suddenly caught Fu-Hua's eyes. A diary. Like Fu-Hua saying, hey, some people would kill to be forever young. And it's just like, bitch, you haven't aged in tens of thousands of years. You have no right to say that.
あの教授の日記
The professors?
名前からして
I think
気になるん
so.
です。
Teresa and Fuhua opened this thick diary.
見た感じは
The front
普
entries
通の
seem
日記で
normal.
5月15
May
日
15th, sunny.
Are-
It's been half a month, but still no
5
word.
月17
May
日
17th, paper was rejected. Damn it, they don't understand how
また不採用
important
に
this
なった
research is. Teresa frowned and turned to the next page.
すでに7つの医学
Rejected
誌
by
に
7 journals
不採用を
now.
食らった
Okay, that's it. No one gets this
Oh, yeah.
groundbreaking research. He seemed to have built up a lot of negative energy. Teresa turned a few
終わっ
pages.
た
Dead
今
end.
月
No
も進
progress
展
this
な
month
し
either. Not a penny left.
昨晩
Last
劇
night,
場
I
の
dreamed
夢
of a
を見これだ
theater.
わ
Here it is.
劇場は非常に
Its
広く
massive Gothic style
ゴシッ
reminded
ク
me of
建
the
築のよう
Victorian
で
period. Empty. Maybe it
映
was
画で
built
見
for
た
me.
かすかに声が聞こえた
Somehow, I heard a voice saying I belonged
私
here
は
like
ここ
everyone
にいる
else.
べきだと
Who was everyone?
そう
Yeah,
そう
yeah.
だよ
One man's voice is
一人
small.
の
We
声
need
は
more
小さ
partners,
く
a strong
待て
voice. Wait, what am I
私は一
scribbling?
体
Ugh,
何を書いている
must be the pressure
ま
lately.
たあの劇場の
Was
夢
in
を
the
見た
theater again. 2 hands pushed me to the
私
center
は誰
stage.
かに背
I
中を押
danced
さ
and
れ
sang. Huge
舞台
applause for me.
精神科を予約した方
Maybe
が
I
いい
should see a
かもし
shrink.
れない
I've been looking forward to returning to the theater lately.
私は
From this entry on, every new one was not dated and became more and more like
昨
casual
日は
notes.
一日中眠っ
I
てい
seem
た
to
み
have
たい
slept the
だ
last day off. I can't
何
remember
の
anything
記
at
憶も
all.
ない
When I woke up, I found a
目覚
wooden
めた
knee.
あの木製の
This
私が
knee
人
must be a
形で
puppet.
その身長も
It looks exactly
座る
like me.
姿
Even
も
the posture's the
あ
same.
わ
I
かった
understand now. The theater is where I
あの
belong and
劇
it's
場こそ
calling
が
for me.
私
Puppet
の
is to
帰る
replace
場
me in
所
real life.
支配劇場へよう
Welcome
こ
to
そ
the theater of domination.
夢の
Someone
中
said
で
this to me in my dream.
誰か
No,
が
wait,
私
it
に
wasn't
そう
my
言う
voice. The writing became sloppier and sloppier.
歌う
Sing,
解剖
dissect, surgery,
手
dominate,
術
huh?
解
Dominate,
剖
dissect. Teresa squinted and tried in vain to distinguish the writing. She turned to the next page with hope.
この
Ah,
ページ
it's covered in
何も
scribbles.
夢の中の声
The voice in the dream, the
支配
theater, and a
劇場
puppet. Every victim has the same experience.
謎のに
現実で人形が生ま
After
れ
the
た後
puppet shows up, they
彼ら
become
はおかし
distraught,
く
fall
なって
unconscious, or
気
go
を失い
missing.
さ
And
ら
the
に
puppet
失踪
starts
す
to
るケー
play
スも
them.
支配劇場は
The theater is their base. According to what Bronya and Sela said,
ブロ
seems
ー
to be
ド
a
とゼーレ
seems
の
to
情
be a
報
closed
による
space
と
cut off from reality.
人形たちは自由
Puppets
に
can
劇場を出入り
enter
で
and
きて
exit freely, or even
他人が
reject
入る
others
こ
from
とを
entering,
拒否する
like
ことも
ticket
できる
takers.
残念なのは
No more clues
日
on
記
the
に他の
diary.
手がかり
Well,
が
we
ない
already
点
know.
ですね
And then again, it wouldn't be here
だ
if
から
there's
ここ
something
に残
new.
職員寮に行きましょう
And let's check the staff living
それと
quarters. And
警
I
備員
want
に
to talk to the
教授が
guard
失
about the
踪
day
し
the
た当
victim
日
went
の詳
missing.
細を
分かった
Okay,
職
I'll
員
head
寮
to
に
the
は
dorms while you go
私が
talk
行
to
く
the
わ
guard.
私が行くとは
Plain enough kid for a day. Understandable, Teresa.
警備員は確か
I
こ
remember
こ
the
ら
campus
辺に
security is this way.
私に何
Hello?
か用かな
What can I do for you?
君体
Seems
に
to
異
be a
物
foreign
がある
body
みたいだ
inside
ね
you.
人形
The puppet.
私が助け
Maybe
て
I
あ
can
げよ
help
う
you
か
with. Hmm?
お君
Hey,
どう
what happened
い
to
う
you?
ことだ何がですか
What?
律者コアの
I
気
came
配
to
を
treat
感
you
じて
because I
往
smelled
診
a
に
Hersher
出たと
core.
いうの君のは
But your case seems to be a
伏線のような
thrombus.
違う
No, a
始
tubercle?
末
You
そ
can't
れは違
use
う
your powers? You're a fake
それはあ
Hersher?
なたは知らなくてもいい
None of your
ことです
business.
いつ
You're
も
the
こいつ
second
も
patient with such a
気分
bad
が
attitude
悪いの
now.
に隠そ
That's
う
not
と
gonna
する
help.
リラックスして
Relax and cooperate
私
nicely.
の言う通
I'll
り
fix
に
you
す
in
る
no
んだ
time.
自分のことだけ心
Better
配
fix
してくだ
yourself
さい
first. Kids these days, you should listen to the doctor. She's older than you.
医者の言うことはちゃんと聞きなさい
Come on. There you go. Ew. Could you not? You never argue with someone holding a deadly weapon. Goodbye. Stop right there. Damn. Teresa brought the chains. Looking at Puppet's butt. You're not getting away. Oh, a divine key? Interesting. Compared with dead cores like this one, living cores are better. Corpses are better left to legal examiners. What's your purpose? Purpose, you say? Do you know the ultimate purpose of medicine? Humanity's evolution, of course. No, medicine's just to help people live longer and better lives. So I don't get it? Apart from the plague, Honkai is an antidote, a cure for humanity. Principal, we won't know more from it. Bored already? Okay, do what you must. What? I'm only a shell. I was nothing more even when I was still human. My will and my consciousness have long merged with my partners, with the theater of domination. I shall not die as long as there's one of us alive. Kill all the puppets. Got it. We're everywhere. We represent the future of humanity. Final victory belongs to us. Big talk. Judas changed, pierced the puppet's chest. This should be the professor's puppet. I avoided the core. Let's take it back to Dr. Einstein. Something feels wrong. You feel this way too? Too well for me to feel comfortable. They didn't even fight back. We'd better get back soon. I'm still not very good with Fuha. Sure, Stoll is disappointed in me. Oh, I guess we're doing a team. Let's do this one. Not a trial character for once. We get to actually use our own characters. A few days later, Salt Lake Base. We're gathered here today to share information on the Hersher Core and decide our next move. Dr. Einstein and Tesla, the puppet brought back by Fuhuan Teresa validated my assumption. Simply put, the puppets form a wireless network, and the theater is their server. Puppets can share information in real time to a certain extent. This is how they gather intel. But it's not always the case. If a puppet so wishes, it can reject access by others. We only know this much. On the other hand, we can also use the network to our advantage. The reverse tracking you brought up earlier? Yes. Based on the dozens of sample cores we now have, we can figure out how many there are and where they are. This gave us a chance to turn the tables. We've identified and removed more than 10 puppets using this method. Knowing where they are and how many there are is the first step of fighting back. It sounds like good news. They're not good fighters. We have a very good chance if we can force them to face us head-on. But there's a problem now. What is it? Their activities have stopped. Stopped? What do you mean? Literally, stopped, halted, paused. Did they know their information was leaking? Might be, but something else caught more of my attention. Their number stopped at 500. Exactly half of 1,000. Correct. 2 days ago, their number dropped from 501 to 500, and since then, all their activities ceased. They made no appearance for 2 full days. It's like they suddenly gave up their plan, or their plan entered a new stage. They've created enough trouble for the world already. The things they broke we can fix, but the mutual distrust and the chain of suspicion they created are hard to deal with. Look no further if you want to find a victim. I was blocked out of the base for half a month. The situation works against us. We can't allow them to lead us by the nose anymore. Before, we always rushed to the scene after the deed was done. We were forced to react, and our forces were split thin. So the best way is to strike preemptively. Gather them around in a controlled area and deal with them all at once. It won't be easy. Either of the two approaches, force them to gather or place a bait. It's not practical to force them to gather. There are too many of them and all scattered around. So baiting stands for our best chance. We set up a trap too good for the Hersher to turn away. Wait. We need a bait that the puppets will certainly bite. That's right. Dead silence fell. Everyone held their breath, waiting for the next words from Welt. But he spoke no more. Instead, it was another voice that broke the silence. I'll be the bait. What? Kiana? The new Hersher is after Hersher power, and the 2 Hersher cores in me make me a priority target. So I propose this plan to Mr. Yang. Hulk cleared his throat. Let me explain. We're not putting Kiana in danger. We plan to ride Hyperion to the Arctic base, the containment facility Congress proposed to keep the Hersher of the Void. From past experience, the puppets will certainly intercept information on the transfer. And the Arctic base is in a no-man's land, stretching hundreds of kilometers. No puppets can be born there. The base is fitted with electromagnetic barriers, cutting the puppets off the theater of domination. So is the Salt Lake base now. It's safe to say, from the Salt Lake base to the Arctic base on board Hyperion, this is their only chance to take Kiana. Owen is shown to the enemy on purpose. And they have only 2 choices. Take the Hersher of the Void at all costs, or let go. Of course, whether to follow through with the plan is to be decided by everyone present today. I'm on board. Dr. Einstein. We'd have the element of surprise, and the puppets won't have much time to prepare. And we won't have to split up our forces, since we only need to support Kiana on board Hyperion. I'm for it too. Sounds like the most sensible one so far. The room fell silent again. Principal, Fupa, Rania, and Sela, I know I've been known to be associated with dangers. But this time is different. I need you, all of you. I trust you and everyone at AE, and I need you to trust me too. Ugh, my idiot niece. Of course we trust you. We never doubted you. We just can't help worrying about you. Kiana, are you alright? Relax, I got it. Kiana, don't worry, Sela. I feel more than safe with all of you around. I will do my best. Sela and Sela will protect Kiana. Looks like we have a conclusion now. Well, the operation will start 3 days later. The proper sentence would have been in 3 days. But, Theater of Domination. The assembly hall was exceptionally quiet. I think we all know the reason we're gathered here today. We heard the Hersher of the Void would be transferred to a base in the Arctic in a few days. But they're daring us. The excited ones stood up again. Are we to submit to this humiliation? But this time no one came forward to object. Their eyes were nothing but cheese-chasing rats. They set up this apparent trap to insult us. But if we let this chance go and stand idle, we'd prove we're even worse than rats. We know it's a trap, but we'll be there anyway and come back with a prize. It will be too late for them to regret when they see it's not rats but a grizzly who takes the bait. After this passionate speech, the space grew even quieter. Well said. Turned out someone who was against him now stood up to root for him.
身の程を知らない
These
相手
arrogant bastards
私
deserve
たち
to
を舐
learn
める
a
と
hard
どうなる
lesson.
の本物の団結を
Let
見
us
せてや
show
る
them
んだ
what true unity is. Hear,
その
hear.
通りだ
That's right. Voices of agreement and approval soon drowned the entire hall.
そうだそうだ
Damn right,
見
I'm
下
done
される
getting
ヒーロー
belittled.
の私たちには力
We have
が
power now, and
仲間も
partners
い
sharing
る
the
これ
same
は
mind.
団結
This
した
is something
私たち
only
に
us
しか
can
でき
achieve.
そうだそうだ
Yeah,
よし
right on. The puppet on the judge panel signaled all to be quiet with a thump.
では今回は満場
Well, I
一
announce the
致で
motion goes unopposed.
空の律者
We will take the Hersher of the Void.
状況はどうですか
How are things going?
レーダー範囲内に異常なし
No anomalies detected within the radar range.
わかりました
Roger, we'll be on call.
北極まであと半分
We're halfway through the trip to the Arctic.
急がば回れ
Haste makes waste. The enemies know this too.
あ来たわ
Ah, they're coming.
船尾方向より高速接近する
Flying objects approaching at high speed towards the stern. Prepare for battle.
船尾はブローニャたちのいるエリアで
The
す
stern is where we stay.
せっかく招待を受けたんだないがしろにするわけにはいかないだろうこれはバイクを奪われた小娘と治療
Girl
を
who lost her
拒否
bike
した
and a
患者
patient
じゃ
who
ない
refused to
か
be treated. Oh, thank you for the bits, Aqua. That was weird.
注意して複数の
Warning,
適正
multiple
反応を
hostile
再び
units
検
check
出
again.
このまま
Soon
行
to be
くと
encountered
看
on
板に
deck.
接敵するわ看板
Thank you for the $1.
ゼレ敵がそちらに向かって
Fila,
ます
enemies are coming for you.
分かったブロニオ
I
姉
know,
ちゃん
don't worry, Bronya.
ロザリアとリリアのこともお願い
Please
しま
take
す
care of Rosalia and Lilia.
任せて
Of course.
いや久しぶりだ
Long time no see, Princess Double Cores.
子供を連れて散歩
Looks
中
like you're
かい
busy babysitting.
終わった
It's over?
船尾側も片付けました
Stern is clear.
でもレーダー
The
上には
radar
まだ
screen
敵がい
shows
る
they're
わ
still there. Huh?
船内に入りました
They're inside the hall. Oh, fuck. Hi,
調
Pyrian.
子はどう
How are you feeling, Kiana?
大丈夫だよ
Can't feel better, Principal. Kiana was in a makeshift EM barrier. She was the bait, but her contact with the puppets would better be kept at a
落ち
minimum.
着いてるわね
Look at you. The old Kiana wouldn't even still for
飛
3
び出してたの
minutes.
に
Yeah, I was like that.
でも
But
私は
it's
言
my
い出して
idea
計
after
画だ
all.
から
I have to see
ち
it
ゃんと
through.
さ
Giggles. Oh, what's that sound? Disturbing giggles came from every direction.
人形
The
もうこ
puppets?
こまで
They're
入ってき
here
た
already? They're giggling. The giggles continued, but there was no sight of any puppet.
聞こうよ
Ventilation pipes? As if found in a hide-and-seek game, the puppets swarmed out from the ventilation pipes.
あ
Poor you, placed here as
あ
bait.
でもあんたたち
At
は
least I'm an
罠にか
effective
かって
bait.
餌を全部食
Say
べ
that
てしまう
again.
なにかかってい
When
た
we
いの
finish
と
with you
同
and
じ
walk out
こと
freely,
やれるものならやって
you
くだ
can
さい
try.
十字架よりも背の低い小学生のくせに
She's like at least 35. She's just tiny. Just lurk. Papa is invaded the power system. Oh no. Targets the barrier around Kiana. Oh no. Girl, why you got the lance out? What? Barrier's down. Initiate Plan B. Plan B is something. Cannot remember. As long as you don't use the power of... My comm is jammed. Just don't use your Hersher powers. I got flashbanged. Why is she even in form where she can use her Hersher powers? I'm gonna say it one more time for you. Kiana, Kiana. Welcome to the Theater of Domination. Damn. That's crazy. A hard-written moment. Welcome in, Wagon. I hope you're having a good evening. Time to not use Hersher powers. Just don't use your Hersher powers. Our target has swallowed the bait. So this is the Theater of Domination Bronya talked about. I'm okay. You should stop dying. Check it out, everyone! The big gift from Anti-Entropy! Weird applause sounded in the theater. It was hard to tell where it came from. Why don't we hold another assembly and decide what to do with the girl? I say we disassemble her like they did our partners. Look her up and take our time to study her. I mean... just move somewhere else and be like, I'm dying, fix me. Shouts and screams filled the space, and then irregular footsteps came close. The place is too small. Gotta find an open space. Hey, you can't leave. I haven't decided on how to deal with you. That's part of her combo. It's literally Hersher powers. Gotta hold on a little longer. Like, her ult is literally her using her Hersher powers. Here it is. What? Trying to pick a good spot for your burial? Yeah, I am, but it's for you. Like it? Adorable as ever. Everything has changed about you, but the dumb brain has somehow managed to stay. Your big eyes and take a good look at us. Our number against yours. Oh, I forgot. Math is a headache to you all along. Fine, fine. Since you've chosen such a grand stage, let us give you a lesson of math. Not only one chance. I must control my power. 3 days ago. You only have 2 choices. Take the Hersher of the Void at all costs, or let go. Of course, if they choose the latter, it may lead to the third possible scenario. The puppets will drag Kiona into the theater and force her to use the Hersher power. And they can keep everyone out. Kiona will be on her own. Correct, but on the other hand, it also presents us with a good opportunity. What opportunity? Walt and Kiana exchanged a look. Kiana nodded and stood up.
そんな状況になったら
If that happens,
私は空の力
I'll use my
を
Hersher
使って
power to bring
ハイ
Hyperion
ペリオン
into
を
the
支配
theater.
劇場に転送
Through teleportation?
そんなこと
Can this be done?
理論上は可能だ
Theoretically, yes. Kiana has mastered the edge of Taishun and thus can use her Hersher power with precision. In the previous clash with the Hersher of Sentience, she had realized such potential and rescued Fuhua.
でも
But we don't know if she can do it repeatedly. Kiana's never teleported anything as big as Hyperion. Even if she can, navigating Hyperion precisely into the theater would be a tough challenge.
外にあるでもでき
But
ない
not impossible, right?
正確な緯度と
Maybe you
経
can put a tracker on me? I believe you smart people can surely
度
think of
もしくは
something.
これは賭けになるわ
It's a gamble.
でも
But we have to chip in.
支配の律者と
In
の
the
戦い
battle
の
against the
中で
Hersher of
私
Sentience,
たちはずっと
we were
受け身だった
reacting to her moves every step of the way.
敵を一網打尽
We
に
can't
でき
take
ず
them all out, but they can retreat to the theater at any time.
そして
Also, we can't
私
enter
た
the
ち
theater
の
and
自分の
invite
イ
it.
ステレサが入手した情報に
According
よ
to
ると
intel from the principal,
一体の人
our
間が生きているだ
disadvantaged
けで
position will remain
私た
as
ちは
long as
不利
there's
な
one
状況
puppet
にな
out
る
there.
だから敵
So
を
this
一
is
気に
perhaps
叩
our
くの
only chance to destroy
こ
the
れし
base
か
once
方
and
法
for
がない
all. Wait, isn't Kiana supposed to avoid using her Hersher power? Besides, will she also suffer from the energy drain in the theater like Pranya?
律者の力を
The
使えば
Hersher power will be taken once it's used. There are preliminary conditions to this theory.
人形と
First, a
対象の
puppet
距
needs
離
to
が
be in
近い
close
必要があ
contact
る
with the target.
次に律者の
Second, the
力は
Hersher power
陸
needs to be
もし
used
く
on
は
the
だから
puppet.
奴らは
And that's why they
戦闘
always
中
keep a
君から
distance from
離れ
you
ない
in
よ
the
う
fight,
一定の距
with
離を
the
保
hope
つ
of you using their Hersher power on them.
まあ劇場に
Of
穴を開
course,
ける
we
こ
don't
と
know
自
if
体
putting a giant
その
hole
想
in the
像
theater
物を使用
would
す
lead
る
to
こ
the
とに
same
なるのか
result.
は侵食の件に
As
関し
for
ては
energy erosion,
すでに方
we're
法を
working
考
on a
えてある
solution. A simple isolation device should suffice.
この計画には不確定
This
要素
plan
も
involves a lot of
ハイ
uncertainty,
リ
but
ス
the
クハイリ
potential
ターン
reward is too good to
もちろん
overlook.
計画の実行に関して
Of
は
course, it's still up to
今ここ
everyone
にいる
present
みんなが決め
here
ること
whether we
だ
follow through or not.
よし準備
I
万端
am ready. Just being cool. Yeah! Woo!
何これ嘘です
What? How? How is this possible?
キアナ聞こえてる
Kiana, can you hear me? Copy. Comms back online.
よかった
Great. Hyperion preparing to drop support
よ
mechas.
く見てなさい
Check out this custom model for you, dummies. Try hacking them this time.
やった生きた心地がしなかったわ
I did it! Oh, I was worried sick.
キアナ
Kiana, support is on the way. How rude. Do you know the audience is not allowed on stage during the show?
勝手に入ってきたこと後悔させてやる
Let me teach you about the consequences of
今日の主役が
trespassing.
誰か分からせてやるわ
Show you who's the protagonist here? Me! I am the protagonist. For I am the player character. Oh god. I'm doing bad.
他にもおもちゃがあるな
What
ら
other toys
一緒
do
に
you
出
have?
してみ
Just
た
bring
ら
them all out.
ならこれでどうなんですって
That's mine. How dare you?
盗むんじゃないわよあれ壊れたの
Oh, look, it broke. Serves you right.
技術を盗むだ
Next
って
time you think of stealing my stuff, think
寝言は寝てか
again.
ら言いなさいここまでだよ支配の律者
Enough, Hersher of Dominance.
算数が得意なんでしょ
Good at math, huh?
自分たちに賞賛
Why don't you do the math on the
もう
odds of
一
you
度計
winning?
算してみたら
Weird laughter.
まだ終わっ
It's
てない
not over yet. You already lost.
いいや
No, we'll do
私たちは
anything
全力であなたを
to
私
take
た
to
ちの
make you
一
one of
員
us,
にする
Kiana.
キアナえキア
Kiana,
ナ
watch out!
劇場にいる500体の人
500
形が
puppets in the theater
全部
coming
あん
at
たの
you.
方に向かってるわ
Shit, that's a lot of enemies.
人海戦術ってわけ奴ら一か八かの勝負に出たみたい
Shit, 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 I did too much.
審判の時は来た 審判の時は来た
Bruh. I hope I can, some other shit. Besides, like maybe bring in some other characters, you know. God damn it. There's so many of them. Oh! Yeah, blow him up! That's some disgusting laughter. Keeps giggling! Stop! Stop spawning! It's bullshit! Puppet named Arthur. That's it. Still laughing? Haven't you seen you're the only one left? Yeah. Yeah, I'm alone now, again. Just like back in Arc City. Arc City? Yana, what's it all for? You tore us apart without any mercy, like we were monsters without a heart. Think about it, Kiana. Is it true? We had our conviction, our vision, and partners. For the sake of the dying humanity, you slaughtered us without remorse. Is it really worth it? Are you done? Think about it, Kiana. Think about what you did. The puppet fell. It's over. We made it. Energy signatures from the remaining 500 puppets are all gone. Well done, girls. Yana, are you alright? I'm fine. Just a bit tired. A space is collapsing and the theater will perhaps vanish with it. We should head back to Hyperion. Come, Kiana, let Bronya help you. Thank you, Bronya. Very soon, with a violent rumble, Hyperion came back to the real world. We're back. Wait, what are these on the deck? What's left of the puppets and their cores.
500体分の
500 of them.
想定外のことがな
Should
く
be.
嘘でしょ
God, it'll take a while to recycle them all. Just left them to us. Good job, everyone. Oh, right, Mophead. Who's on duty
君
today?
だよテ
It's
スラ
you,
博
Dr.
士
Tesla. Huh? Rip. Cleaning duty, Tesla. How silly. It's a team of 3 or fewer members. What's gonna happen now? Actually, we should probably have waited to start it, because I think it's coming up in a few minutes, but we'll see. 2 weeks later, Salt Lake Base. Dr. Einstein, you sent for me?
あ座ってくれ
Please, take a seat. Kiana, do you feel better now? Oh, Seal's here too. Thanks for asking. I'm fine now.
身体検査も特
The
に異常は
checkup
ない
results indicate your body's
食欲は
fine.
どうかな
How's your appetite?
バッチシだよ
Good. 4 meals a day and an extra burger on training days. I think I'm having a better appetite than before. Kiana eats with everyone else now. Everyone is really relieved that the puppet trouble's over. Kiana impressed a lot of people. She's made new friends here. The lady at the cafeteria ordered me to go there earlier so everyone doesn't have to wait for me long. Dr. Einstein, anything new on the Herscher of
コア
dominance?
は全部回収
Every core was retrieved. No new Herscher events have occurred for 2 weeks.
ならよかった
That's great. Kiana let out a sigh of
ネゲントロ
relief.
ピーと天
A
然
and Shixel have
それか
shared
ら
the intel with
一部
some
の国
countries.
まだ危機が完全に
It's
去
early
った
to
とは
say
言
it's
えない
behind
が
us yet, but it's no
ひと
longer
ま
a
ず
prioritized
一段高
concern
か
now.
人形
Takes
事件
time
の
to
影響
restore
により
disrupted social
崩れた社会
order,
秩序には
heal the wounds.
修
A
復に
lot
時
of
間
work
が
to be
必要
done.
だがキアナ
But
君
anyway,
のおかげで
thanks to
僕
you,
たちは見
Kiana,
事
we
に
won the
勝利
battle. No, it was a team effort.
そう言うと思ったよ
I know you'd say so.
Daga,
Save your comments for
あ
tonight.
夜
Tonight?
忘れたのかい
You forgot why I
僕
sent
が
for you
君
and
とゼ
Sela?
ーレを
Huh?
ネゲントロピー
It's AE's 60th anniversary party. We've missed the date, but Dr. Einstein feels we should make up for it.
一緒に買い出しに行った
Remember
で
the
しょ
shopping we did last time?
飾り付けができるんだよ
Now's the time to start decorating. Oh yeah, this shopping feels like ages ago. Hard to imagine AE has been there for so
そう
long.
だね
Yeah, lots happened since the shopping, but now we sorted out all the problems. I mean, well, is old.
今夜はみんなでゆっ
Tonight's
く
a
り
good
過ごす
opportunity
と
for
しよう
everyone to unwind. Maybe we'll even get to see Dr. Tesla's on stage.
テスラ博士
Is
は
it really happening?
普段ならそんなことして
Not
くれない
unusual
が
terms, but things may
僕が
deviate
彼
just a
女の
little
コー
bit
ヒー
if
に
I
こっ
sneak
そ
some
りと酒
alcohol
を
in
入
her
れたら
coffee.
楽しみ
I'm
にしておく
suddenly
よ
looking forward to the party now. They're promoting drinking! Not underage drinking. Tesla's an adult. She and Einstein are just tiny. That night, Salt Lake Base.
みんなも知っていると思うが
We all know it hasn't been easy for AE since the first day it was founded. See, there's Dr. Tesla. I'm assuming this is Einstein, but I can't actually tell.
1976
In
年
1976, when we were celebrating its 20th birthday, I asked Professor Planck, one of the founders, this question: Where will the future of AE take us? Back then, Shixel was hunting us, and we had no footing outside America. The research on Selene was going nowhere. I thought these unfavorable conditions were curbing the growth of our organization. But the professor didn't agree. I'm gonna snooze the ad for after this. The future of AE depends on every single one of us. She said so, pointing at her own heart. If we fight Shixel calmly and bravely, they won't be able to stop us. If we keep working hard, AE will grow strong. And if one day we can open everyone's eyes to the good in this world, humanity will defeat Honkai for sure. And that, I believe, is the AE spirit. Today, we're here celebrating the 60th anniversary of AE. Tomorrow, more tough tasks await us. Everyone raise your glass. Let's drink to the AE spirits. Yeah, to the AE spirit. The loud laughter and joyful noises took away all the pressure burdening everyone in the base. They deserved this
いろいろ
moment.
見て回ろうか
I'll
な
go look around. Girl, why is nobody dressed up?
ブローニャここにいた
Anya,
んだ
you're here.
ティアナ
Yana, what's keeping your claws from all the food?
会場のセッティングをした時
I
に
had plenty
つ
when
ま
we
み
were
食い
setting
し
the
ちゃった
place
から
up.
ね さすがキアナです。
Typical Kiana.
ブローニャは
I
人の
thought
多
you
いと
didn't
ころ
like
が
the
苦手
crowd.
だ。たまには賑やか
It's
なの
not
も
bad
悪
to
くあり
mingle
ま
once
せ
in a
ん。
while.
聖フレイヤにいた頃を
Reminds
思
Branya
い
of
出
the
しま
days
す。
at St. Freya.
うん
Me
私も
too. Okay, Bronya's kind of dressed up. She's got a little suit on.
委員長
Hi, Fuhua.
キアナ
Hi, Kiana.
委員長がそんな
That's a
格
new
好するなんて
look.
一応パーティー
It's
だから
only polite to follow
そ
the
れな
dress
りの
code.
マナー
Yeah,
は
she's
と思っ
also a
て
little
ね
dressed up.
で
We're
も
in suits.
なんだか委員
Oh, you
長
still feel a little
少
bit
し気
rigid.
そういうわけではない
No,
けど
I'm just not used to the
こういう
crowd.
場面それに
And
や
I'm
は
still
り
worried
式の
about the
律者のこ
Hersher's
とが心配で
sentience.
うん
I see.
確か正直に言うと
To be frank, I was
彼
hoping
女
she
に
could
も
be
こ
here
のパ
too.
どうして
Why?
こういう集団生
The
活を
friendly
体
vibe
験で
here
きれ
might
ば
do something to her and
も
make
し
her
か
feel
したら
differently
彼女は
about the
違う
world.
選択
Senti needs friends. That was weird.
テルさ
Principal.
キア
Oh,
ナ
Kiana.
パーティーはど
How's the feast?
ううん
Nothing to complain. Except they don't sell bitter melon juice here. Some kids took me for their same age. Like, Teresa's wearing her normal clothes. Welt's not actually wearing his normal clothes. They just didn't give him a different model.
ベルト
Mr. Yang?
キアナ
Hi,
さっ
Kiana.
きの演説
That was an
とってもよ
excellent
かった
speech.
即興で
I was
話した
just
までだだ
improvising.
が全部お世辞で
But
は
I
なかった
believe in every word I
俺
said.
はネゲントロピーの理
I
想
look
が
forward
実
to
現する
seeing
こと
the
を願
AE
っている
vision come true, and of
もちろん
course,
そうなる
it
ま
wouldn't
で
be
には
possible without
君
every
たち
one
の
of
ど
you.
まさに教授の言った通
Just
り
as Professor Planck said, the
俺た
future
ち
of
みんな
AE
が
depends on every one of
ね
us.
私
I'll
も
keep
覚
that
え
in mind. I don't think that's what Einstein was wearing in the cutscene, but I don't know, because I'm not sure if the other lady was Einstein.
やあキアナ
Hi, Kiana. Are you having a... Why are they suddenly using this model when she's wearing her more punky
楽
outfit?
しんでるよ
You bet I am.
Tesla
Isn't Dr.
博士は？
Tesla putting on a show? Where's she?
あ
Einstein forced an awkward
彼
smile.
女のコーヒーに
I
再
think
考
I
した
went a
時
little bit over the
う
top
っ
when
かり手が
spicing
滑っ
up
て
her
しまって
coffee.
ね
She should stay asleep for a
彼女
whole
は？
night.
博士
Dr. Einstein. Like, she's wearing this. Like, look, she's wearing a cute little outfit. I don't know why. Aim for something else. There you go.
ロザリア
But the girls making an entrance. Rosalia and Lilia were giving a performance with everyone cheering for them. They were born to entertain people like this. They sure are cute kids. Hi, Sela.
ゼーレ
Hi, Sela.
こんばん
Oh,
は
hi,
キアナ
Kiana.
会場のセッティング
Thank you for helping with the preparations.
ゼーレのおかげで
You're the
綺麗
reason
に
why
飾
we
り
have
付け
this
できたね
beautiful setup.
みんなも
I'm
気に
just
入っ
glad
てくれ
everyone
る
is
と
enjoying
嬉
the
しいな
party.
子供たちも楽しめ
How are
て
the
る
kids? They like it?
この
You
間一緒
remember
に
the
買った
balloons
風
we
船
bought for
覚え
them?
てる
They love
う
them.
ん
Oh,
覚えてるよ
yeah, and I
店
remember the
主が割
shopkeeper
引して
gave
く
you
れ
a
たもんね
discount.
今度機会が
Maybe
あっ
we
た
should
ら
do this again
また
some
一緒
other
に
time. Yeah, why not? Yeah, party!
あキ
Oh, it's Kiana.
アナ
Oh, hello, Tao Tao.
前回試食を依頼
Don't
した
forget
料
to
理
tell
の
me
感
how
想
you like my new
後で
dishes.
分かった
No
キア
problem.
ナ
Yana,
出張
our
から戻っ
colleagues
た
brought
同
some
僚が記念
souvenirs
品を持ってき
from
て
their
くれた
field
よ
trip.
時
Be
間
sure to
があっ
come
たら
over
見
and
に来
check
て
them
ね
out.
後でね
Sure will. Random dude in a suit. It's the same as the other dude.
は
The
あま
banquet
だ
isn't
パー
over
ティー
yet,
が
but
終わって
somehow
な
I
い
feel
どうしよう
tired
か
already.
な
What do I do
せっ
now?
かくの機会だし
Mm, hold on.
はあ
God damn it.
まだパーティーが終わってないけどどうしようかなせっかくの機会
I just wanted to see if I could walk past that, but apparently I cannot. Is somebody downstairs? Nope. What do you...
はあまだパーティーがどうしようかなもう部屋に戻
戻って
Better
寝
hit the
ようか
pillow.
な
I'm counting on a sweet dream
今日
tonight.
はいい
Kiana returned to her room. Yeah, bedtime. Thump,
ん
thump. Huh?
こんな時
Who's
間に
knocking
誰
on the
だ
door
ろ
at
う
this hour? Kiana opened the
こん
door.
ばんは
Hi,
ブロー
Kiana.
ニャど
Bronya,
うしたの
why are you here? Kiana let Bronya in, and the two sat on
ど
the
うし
bed.
たの
What is it?
やっぱ
Too
り
many
人
people
の
for
多
you
い
to
場
feel
所は
comfortable?
心配ありません
Bronya is fine. What
ティア
about
ナは
you?
どうです十分楽
It
しめ
felt
たよ
nice, but the days at St.
で
Freya
も
were certainly happier.
あ別
Oh,
に
I
ここ
wasn't
のパーティ
complaining
ーが
about the
悪かった
setup,
わけじゃ
just
ない
Kiana dropped her eyes, trying to choose the right
あ
words.
そこには
St.
一
Freya
番
has
素
all the
敵な
best
思い出
memories.
があるからそういえば
You
ブ
are
ロー
in
ニャも
contact
あ
with the
の人
puppets,
形た
right?
ちと接
Oh,
触した
and
んだ
there's
よ
the ad.
ね
We will continue after the ad. BRB. Womp womp. You were in contact with the puppets,
Hi.
right? Correct.
ブローニャが
Bronya
遭
met
遇し
one
た
whose
宿
host
主
was
は
a
司
host.
会者でした。
Well, then it was surely very talkative, right?
はい。
Yeah,
ま
just
る
like
で
in a
トー
talk
クショー
show.
みたい。
めんどくさそう
Must be annoying.
キアナは
Kiana, are you
最後の
dwelling on
人
the
形が
words of the
話したこ
last
とを
puppet?
バレた
You got me. More or
奴
less
らは
so.
人類ではなく
They're not real
歪んだ
humans,
人
just
格に過
twisted
ぎません。
personalities.
分かってるよ
I know. I'm
ただ
just
考
thinking,
えてみたん
would
だ
I choose to become a puppet if I
私
was
だった
one of
ら
the victims?
もしパパが助けて
If
くれな
Dad
かっ
didn't
たら
save me, if May and
メ
you
イ
didn't
先輩
find
と
me,
ブローニャがいなかったら
Terry didn't take me in,
テ
where
レ
would
サ
I
が
be
身
now?
動くそう考えると
Thinking
私
back
はずっ
now,
と
I've been a
みん
receiver
な
of
の優し
kindness
さ
from
に
people
甘えて
around
きて
me
た
all along.
あの人形たちは
These
失
puppets,
敗を
all of
経
them
験
went
し
through failure after
中に
failure.
そういった中で
If they were on their
彼ら
own,
は孤
lost
立無
hope
縁で
and
希
gave
望を
in to
失
their
い
inner darkness.
心の
I
闇に
think I
屈
can
した
somehow relate to that.
ただ理
I
解はでき
understand
る
their
けど
suffering, but I don't
正
agree
し
with
い
their
とは思わ
solution.
ない
You can always try to get
失
up
敗し
after
た
you
からも
fall.
ちろん
Of
みんな
course,
が助
I
けてく
wouldn't
れな
say
かっ
I'd
たら
still stick to my path
私は
without help
進む
from
べ
old
き方
Hugh.
法ど
I
どれ
just
だけ
feel there
険
must
しい
be
逆
some
境の
good
中で
left,
も
even when the
素晴
situation
らし
seems
いことは
desperate.
存在する
Maybe
と
it's
思う
time
ん
I
だ
helped someone
研
else.
究士から退去
From
さん
Mark City to Mount
それから
Taishun
今
in the
回の
recent
作戦
battle. You've helped a
キア
lot
ナ
of
はも
people.
うだから安心してく
So
ださい
rest your worries,
キアナ
Kiona. One day
いつ
we will
か
make
み
everyone
んなが
see
こ
the
の
good
世
in
界の
this
素晴ら
world.
しさ
ベ
I
ルトの
believe
言
that came
葉
from
をもう
Mr.
自
Yang,
分
right?
のにしちゃ
You
っ
were
たの
quick to pick it up.
正確に言うと
To be more
これは
exact,
プ
they
ラ
were
ンク教
Professor
授の言
Plank's
葉です
words, and Bronya can't
ブロー
agree
ニャは
more.
うん
Yeah,
そう
well
だあり
said.
がとうブローニャ
Thank you,
なん
Bronya.
か
Spitting
ブロー
all
ニ
of
ャと
this out,
話したらすっき
putting
り
out all of
した
this has been a big relief.
はい
Bronya
そ
is
れなら
glad
よ
to
かった
hear.
です早く寝ましょうキア
Time
ナ
to sleep now, Kiana.
今日は
Remember,
パー
you
ティ
still
ーで
have
したが
training tomorrow.
お
Good
や
night,
すみ
Bronya.
おやすみなさい
Good night, Kiana. Bronya left the room. Kiana walked to the window. Up above in the night sky, the crescent was smiling warmly. In the same moonlight, she slept alone on the cold streets of Arc City, had sweet dreams in the soft bed at St. Freya. The memories started to blur, and for a moment she couldn't tell which were dreams and which were real. Mm. Only the crescent stayed throughout all the changes. Kiana clenched her
メイ
fists.
先輩
May, Himeko,
Himeko-sensei.
I promise, I'll bring you home.
絶対連れて
Click, click. I knew this shit wasn't over. There's another chapter to this arc. I fucking knew it. Womp. Okay. Grab one more. Crystals. For wishes. More story! Wait, no. We gotta watch this first. Ugh. It found itself surrounded by its partner's remnants. Not over yet. Crawling in the broken parts, the puppet couldn't even tell the boundaries between its body and that of its partner's. We've made it.
これは
This is our theater.
私たちの劇
The final victory is ours. And everyone together will be stronger than ever. The sacrifice of all in exchange for the rebirth of one. Also, they had that giant body in there, which, like, they weren't gonna not use that. Now, we need only to return to the stage and finish the
これ
show.
は
The stage
千
of the
人
thousand.
糸はもう
The strings are
あ
already
な
getting
た
to
の
you now.
体に巻きついた
Damn. Yeah. We can use more people. We will bring wife and wife. Wife. Hey, look, it's Fu Hua. Never mind, it's Jing Wei. It, looks a lot like Fu Hua. With a little more booba. But, you know, rumble. The dark tide swallowed her. She could see nothing, but somehow she felt secure and content. The expansion of space stopped and the flow of time halted. Even the boundaries that defined self were melting. In the boundless darkness, she dreamt a distant dream. The feeling was familiar. Night after night, she was cast into the same dream. Hello, Elle, who is not watching. In it, fate was torn apart into broken strands, pouring down between her fingers like fine grains of sand. Go play the story yourself, goddammit, Elle! Go fucking play the video game! Short, cold, and like a firefly, it swooshed past. It was her life. It wasn't her life. It belonged to someone named Siren. Everything she had once been through. Ouch! Ouch! It hurts! Excruciating pain took over her entire consciousness and drew deep, bloody marks on her mind. Tears burst out of her eyes and blurred her vision. The subject is no use either. The man's voice was devoid of any emotion. He walked away with heavy footsteps. Under the relentless assault of sharp, incessant pain, every cell was crying out loud and struggling for relief. It hurts so much. Mom, it hurts. Mom. Maybe this psychological trick was effective. Crying for Mom did alleviate the pain slightly. She labored to stand and looked at the other kids who received the checkup. Aurora? Agata? Bella? Are you alright? No response. She nudged the shoulder of the kid next to her, but the touch was cold and rigid. Ella. The touch was a familiar sensation. Her mom's hand felt the same when she passed away. And it meant she'd never come back. Ella, wake up. Tears began to well up her dried eyes again, dropping on her wounded body. Everyone here was orphaned in the disaster. An organization named Shixel took them in and provided shelter. All they asked in return was a simple checkup. Grown-ups said the kids were lucky to have natural antibody. Liars. They're all liars. Waiting for the kids were nothing but endless pain and the final relief of death. They were consumables with a serial number. They ran out of their use very soon. No, I don't want to die. I want everyone who has ever lied to me and used me to pay the price. She stumbled to the door and shook the door handle with every last bit of her strength. Let me out! Let me out! The hand stayed firmly in place, but the side door creaked open. Maybe the researcher forgot to lock it, or maybe he thought the lab rats wouldn't be able to resist anyway. This was her only chance. To flee this place, this living hell. This again. Is this the Tower of Babylon? This is where Siren used to suffer. Oh, that hurts. Every step hurts. These are all Siren's memories. Hey, test subject broke out. Leave the children alone. Why would you do this? What are the guards doing? Ouch! No, stay away from me. Get her. Don't let her run away. Oh, liars, demons. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all. It's pain that Siren suffered and her desire for revenge that turned her into the Hersher of the Void. You can feel her hatred toward humans. Stop! Get away from me! You can see I'm purple. This is the Hersher of Thunder. Get that test subject. She's a rare research material. Like, fuck off. Release the Honkai beast on this small child. These people are insane, Kiana. You're right.
せてやる。
You'll pay for this. Ooh. Thank you for the rage, Stola. You've come in just in time for Siren's suffering. That's all you got. It's impressive that you could hold up this long. You'd make good research material. Get her! Gonna do this. Shout out. Go follow Stola if you're not. She's a cool robot lady. She was dragged back to the living hell. No, a place far more terrifying than hell. Thank you for the follow funds, Beck. The only rewards for the test subjects who survived were heavier doses and more tests. Yes, follow her. Who? Android Mata? If that's what you're saying, Elvin, and then I'm gonna give you shit, because you know exactly who she is. Do it! Follow her! Follow Android Mata, also known as Stola or Coda. Follow her. Do it. She had no idea when this ordeal would come to an end, or if there would be an end at all. In the never-ending misery, she cursed, cried, and prayed. Happy K! If I have power, I'll repay whoever hurt me or lied to me tenfold. No, 100-fold. And then, just like the fairy tales heard in her mom's loving arms, her god came to her. Rumble. The dream continued. That night, all hell broke loose in the Babylon labs. With the power granted, she realized every one of her wishes. She fled the tower and shook off the test subject identity. Since then, she became known as the second Hersher.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry, I know you've been through a lot. Oh, finally saying sorry now? Too late. Too late! If I found out earlier, if I came to your rescue sooner... She knew this girl with silver hair. She freed the imprisoned kids and reached her hand out to them, saying, Please trust me. I'm here to get you out. False promise. She looked about the same age, with the same vibe of youth. Smile reminded the Hersher of Aurora, Agata, and Bella. Yeah, Elle, it is an important story. Go play it yourself. Get the fuck out of here. But you should feel proud to die for Shixel and the Valkyries. Somehow, these words kept echoing in her head. Yes, I remember now. She wore the Shixel badge. She wielded the Shixel weapon. Behind her were Shixel's Valkyries. Those who wore lab coats once told me the tests were for Valkyries Stigmata. If it weren't for you, so many of us wouldn't have to die in pain and in vain. I'll prove to everyone I'm stronger than all of you. All those who work for Shixel must die. Every one of them. Teresa, watch out. She's about to attack. This is my revenge. Watch it. Siren is understandably very angry. People brought so much pain to Siren and left her scars that never healed. So the darkness in her heart kept growing. You could look at the real strength of humanity, yeah, Tesla. Maybe you're not the best person to say that to.
カウントダウン5 4 3 2 1発射
Oh. A missile. In the deafening blast, the Hersher's consciousness came to a halt. Rumble. But her memory didn't stop there. Her god favored her once again and blessed her. The Hersher's dream kept growing, surging towards the horizon and sweeping everything in the way. Only this time,
あなたったら
you don't even recognize your own daughter after 2 drinks?
でも
Is this also the feather at work? Are they taking me for their own daughter? Whatever, I'll just...
さあシーリン
Here's Siren, we brought this cake for you.
ケーキ
Cake?
お母さんが生きて
I
た頃
remember when Mom was still
一回
alive.
だけ食べたのを
She once
覚
bought
え
a
て
slice for me. Wow,
一
one
口
bite
だ
won't
け
hurt.
この味
So
あの
delicious.
頃
Just like the
食
one
べ
Mom
た
bought
し
me.
ごめんねシーリン
Sorry, Siren, for not being here
2日
with
も
you
あな
these
たに
2 days.
だから
So let's go
明日は
shopping
一緒に
tomorrow.
お出かけ
Shopping?
私は何をしてる
What
の
am I doing here? Why
ど
haven't
う
I
して
killed
あいつ
them
らを
already?
殺されは
They're not
私
my
の親じゃ
parents.
ないわ
Never mind. What can go wrong in the illusion
ここ
created
は
by
私が作っ
myself?
た元凶
I can do it whenever I want, and
私
there's no
がする
hurry.
まず
I'll just
彼ら
play
が何を
along
し
and
たい
see
の
what
か
other
見て
tricks they've prepared.
平凡で
Normal and
幸
happy
せなも
days.
し崩壊がなかった
Honkai
ら
never happened and Mom didn't die.
お母さん
Would
が
I
死
be
んで
living
なか
such
っ
a
たら
life now?
シーリンこの
Siren,
店に
let's
入
check
りま
out
しょ
this store. The dresses look
ここの
cute.
困ったわ
You're giving me quite a
私
headache, you
の
know.
娘は何を着ても
Now,
似合っちゃ
you
う
look good in every dress, and I
全部
want to
買っ
buy
ちゃお
out
うか
this
しら
store.
じゃあこれは
How do I look in
あら
this? Oh,
さすが
must say, my
私の
baby doll,
娘
you have
センス
wonderful
がいいわ
taste. You're literally
こ
the
の服を着
cutest
た
girl
あ
on
なたは
earth in
世
this
界
dress.
さ
Come, give me a hug.
待ってダメ
Wait, no,
抱きしめな
I
いで
don't want to hug.
私は何を考
What
えて
was I
るの
thinking? I must have
どう
lost
か
my
してる
mind.
あの一瞬
For a second, I
彼
almost
女
longed
の
for her
ぬくも
hug.
りがあの女は
But she's not my mom. Huge boom came with strong shockwaves, shattering every window from the buildings nearby.
爆発
An explosion?
こんな
Glass shards
ガラス
can
に
never hurt
シー
me.
リン
Siren!
危ない
Watch
何
out!
してるの
What are you?
怖がらないで
Be afraid.
お母さんが
Mom
守
is
って
here
あ
for
げ
you.
るお母さんはここにいる
Here, right by your side.
リヒリベリヒシーリン
Siren.
お母さん
Mom. Not long after.
嘘つき
Liar. Liar, you're a liar.
娘じゃないのは
You
とっくに
knew I
知ってる
wasn't
ん
your
でしょ
daughter. You lied to
シー
me.
リン
Siren,
聞いて
listen to me.
娘じゃないって分かってるのに
Pretended to care about me and approached
やっ
me.
ぱり
Of course you did all this, only to kill me.
私を
Just
殺
like
すこと
everyone
だ
else. Liars. All
同
liars.
じ違うの
No, Siren, I
くさくさ
curse you. Curse you. Get out of my way. Damn.
どうして私を騙したのどうしてどうして少しだけだけどシーリンの殺意
Siren's
に
intense
弱まっ
hatred subsided a little
た
bit,
憎しみより
but her disappointment and anger grew.
失望と怒りの方が強いみたい痛い
It hurts. Stop it. Don't hurt me.
私を傷つけないで死にたくない
I don't want to die. I don't want to
死にたくないよ
die.
シーリン
Say, sir.
バット
Am I dead?
何も
Can't
感じ
feel
ない
anything. Only the cold.
最後まで
In the
私
end,
は
I'm still
お
alone.
母さん
Mom, I feel cold.
寒いよ
Mom.
大丈
It's alright,
シーリン
Siren. Everything will be
シー
fine.
リン
Siren, poor
かわい
child.
そうな
I never meant to lie to
元
you.
凶の中で
The illusion, I saw your
あな
loneliness
た
and
の子
pain.
私は本当にあ
I
なたのお
genuinely
母さん
wanted to
に
be
なり
your
たい
mom and make up for everything you lost.
でもあの時
But at that time, I
私は
couldn't
何も
change
か
anything.
少なくとも
The least I can do is
あ
to
なたこのぬくもりをあなたに
give
あげ
you
たい
warm at your last moment.
シー
Siren,
リンリベリ
ich liebe dich. Rumble. In the boundless dream, a dream, a false dream. In the dream, who I miss the most is not my mom. Yeah. Miss the warmth and care that makes me feel secure and content. I thought to myself over and over again, if somehow I could become normal again, would I live a happy life by her side? If I was given a second chance, I want to hear her voice
いい
again.
日 リベティヒ。また
Same dream again.
喉が渇いた。
I'm thirsty. Gonna get some water. Drink my own water. At the corner of the room, the fish tank gave off a pale and cold light, a distraction to help AE employees relax. In the pale light, the mirror returned a blurred figure.
シーリン、
Siren,
あの時
what did you dream
あんた
of?
リベティヒ。あんたが心の中で何
The
度も
words
口
you
にした
whispered
言
again and
葉。
again. What do they mean to you?
記憶の影が
So the shadow of
答え
memory
をく
can't
れ
give
るわ
me
け
an
ない。
answer, huh?
明日
Tomorrow?
みんなに
I'll
話
talk
し
to
てみよう。
everyone about this tomorrow. What could possibly go wrong? Yay. Next morning, Salt Lake Base.
キアナ、どう
What's
かした
wrong,
んですか？
Kiana? You feel absent-minded. No, nothing.
その顔、
Sorry to make you worry.
もう一人で背
I
負わない
wasn't
って
gonna keep it from you, and
みん
I
なと約
promised
束
to
したか
share
ら
my troubles anyway.
黙ってるつ
It's
もり
just
はないけ
a
ど、
little bit complicated.
ブローニャは気にしませ
Bronya
ん。
doesn't mind. You can
Kiana
try
の
to
言
tell
葉
us
で
in your way,
少
bit
し
by
ず
bit.
つは。
Well, Bronya,
ブロ
this
ー
may
ニ
sound
ャ、
abrupt.
シーリンって
What kind of
どんな人
person
だと思う？
do you think Siren is?
シーリン、
Siren, the Hersher of the Void. In
夢
my
の中
dream,
で
I lived her
彼
memory
女の
over
記
and
憶を
over.
何度も体
She's
験
a
したこ
Hersher
と
and
が
our
あるの。
enemy, but I felt more of her
シーリン
human
は
side.
世界は彼女に苦
The
痛を
world
与え
mistreated
た。
her and only taught her
だ
hatred.
から彼
There
女
are
は
a few who showed
憎
kindness
し
and
みや
love to
憎
her.
悪なんだか
Sorry,
彼
this
女の
sounds
こ
like
と
I'm
を
defending
かばって
her.
るみたいになって。
Maybe her memory is starting to work on me. I need to
多分
resist it
キ
better.
アナが謝る
You
必要
don't
はあ
have
り
to
ません。
apologize for your
悩
compassion.
みを打ち明けて
Bronya
く
is
れたこ
glad
と
you shared it with her.
シーリンが引き起こした
Siren
第
caused
二
the
次
second
崩壊。
eruption, which took Bronya's
彼
family.
女が憎い？
Do you hate her?
全く憎くな
It
い
would
と
be
言
a
えば
lie
嘘
if
になり
Bronya
ます。
says no, but
で
it
すが、
happened before
そ
Bronya
の
started
災
to
害は
remember
ブローニャ
things.
の物心がつく
So,
前の
not
こと
so
で第二次
much.
崩壊は
The
さら
second
な律
eruption
者シ
ended
ー
with
リ
her
ンの
death,
死によって
so
終
she had
結
paid
し
the
ました。
price. Bronya doesn't
彼
hate
女
her
は
anymore.
キアナの話は間違
Bronya
ってい
can
ない
relate
と。
to what you said.
人は鏡みた
Everyone
い
is
な
a
もので、
mirror that reflects how
そ
the
れぞれ
world
が
treats
思う
them.
世界傭兵だった頃のブローニャは
When Bronya was a
感情のない
mercenary,
兵
a
器み
lethal
たいで、
weapon, she could only
世
feel
界
the
に対し
murderous
て
intent of the
せめて
world.
も
Later,
カカリアお母
Matushka
様が
Kakolia took
ブ
Bronya
ローニ
into
ャ
the
をご自由に
orphanage
入れてくれ
and
て、
gave her a home.
ゼーレがブローニャに家の意味を教えてくれました。
Happy game!
人生には様
One's
々な
life is
可能性
promised
があります。
inexhaustible
成
possibilities.
長する最中
The
で接
people
した
around
人
them will
は
change them
そ
and
の人
shape
に
their
影響
lives.
シーリンもブローニャも
It's the same for
それ
Siren,
はみん
Bronya,
な
and
同じで
everyone
支配
else.
の律者もそれを利
And
用
that's
して
exactly why the
人
Hersher of
々の負の
Dominance
感
was
情
so
を大きく
successful
し、
in
そし
kindling
て
the
それを利用
negativity
し
in
て世
people's
界の負の
minds.
感情に負けて
Yeah,
られな
we
いね。
can't submit to our negative energy.
その通りです。そ
Correct.
れが人
This
の
is why the
心の
mind is
強いでも
powerful. However, if you were referring to the Siren looking inside you and attempting to take control, Bronya does hate her, for she has caused you great
彼女があ
pain.
りがとう。
Thank you.
こうして考えてること
Saying
を
what's
素
on
直
your
に
mind
話
and
して
expressing your
素直に
gratitude
礼を
frankly
言う
like
キアナ
this
は
makes you
な
feel
んだ
like
か
the old
昔
you
のキ
again.
アナに私
Agreed.
もこうしてた方
This
が
is supposed to
私ら
be
し
the
い。
real me.
うん。
I feel much better now. Well, since we're in the
オンライン
training
で
room,
話すだけって
what do
い
you
うの
say
も
we
もっ
have a
たいない
match?
し。
It's been so
いいです
long.
ね。
Sure.
次元調
How do
査
you want to do
撃
this?
墜数
No
そ
matter
れと
which
も
form
1
I
対1
match,
です
one
か言っ
ground
てお
rule.
きますが、
Though
模擬
this is
訓練
just
でもブローニャ
simulation
は手加
training,
減し
Bronya
ま
will
せん
not
よ。
go easy on you.
望むところだよ。
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
セーフレイヤーにいた頃、ブローニャは
Saint
一度も
Freya
キアナ
Bronya
に負
never
けたこと
lost
が
to
ありません。
Kiana.
今日はどうかな。あたっよ焦らないでよ逃がさないわよ。
Yum. Ew. Eh. Oh my god. You'll need to calm the fuck down. What? There's another one? Kiana has made huge progress.
当然でしょ
You bet.
どうやら
Yeah.
ブロー
And
ニャに
Bronya
全
should
力を
get
出さなければ
serious.
ならないみたいですうん全力でかかってきて強風よ私に服従し
Or
なさい
May should get serious.
シドニーバットン
It's been
全
so
力で
long
戦っ
since
た
my
のは
last
久しぶり
serious
です
fight. Last serious fight was against the Herrscher of Dominance.
やっぱブロー
Oh,
ニャ
I'm
は強
exhausted.
いよ
Bronya's so strong.
おかしいです
This is
ブ
odd.
ローニャ
What's
やっ
wrong?
ぱり
Still
使
can't
えば
use
断
it.
りの律者の
Bronya
力
still
が
can't use the powers of
まだ
Herrscher for reason.
まだダメなの
What? How come?
支配の律者
I
を
thought
倒
we
した
already
ら
beat the Herrscher
戻
of
るとブローニャ
Dominance.
もそう思ってま
We
した
did defeat them, but there's still something
最
wrong.
初は時間が経つに
First,
つれ
I thought the lost
力も
power
徐
would
々に回
recover
復
over
するもの
time,
だと思ってま
but
し
it
た
never did after so long. Kiana and Bronya both fell silent and began to think hard. Bronya noticed her power didn't come back when they defeated all the puppets, but she wasn't sure why back then. After ruling out all the other factors, the problem stayed and the situation became
何
thorny.
か
There must be some important clues that we failed to notice.
でも
But
人形
the
はもう
puppets
消
are all
滅したし
destroyed, and we can't
支
go
配
back
劇
to the
場に
theater
は
of
戻れないよ
domination. How should
ど
we
うやって
retrieve your
この
power?
ブローニャは
I
律者
don't
の
rely
力
on the
だけを
Herrscher
頼
power
り
to
に
fight,
戦ってきたわ
so
けで
it's
はあり
okay
ま
if
せ
we
んの
can
で
retrieve it.
大丈夫で
It's
す
just there seems to be something disturbing hidden
この
behind.
裏に
I mean, your Herrscher powers are
私
far
も
make
ちょ
you
っと
far
疑問に
stronger.
思ってたことがあるの
Actually, I've always had a doubt in
支
my
配
mind
劇
too.
場で空
At
の
the theater,
律
I
者の
was
力を
ready to
使
have
って
my
通
Herrscher
路を
powers
開いた
taken
時
away when I opened the
地下人
passage,
形が空の律
because
者
I
の
knew it would
力を
take a
自
while
在
for
に
the
扱え
puppets
るよ
to
うにな
master
る
the
まで
powers they
時
stole.
間がかかると思
We
った
just
か
need to
ら
beat them before that.
それま
It
での
was a
やつ
safe
でも
bet.
不思議なことに
But strangely enough,
私
my
の
Herrscher
力
power
は奪
wasn't
われな
taken
かった
away. Nothing
その後
hindered
の
me
戦
from
闘でも
using it in later
空の
battles.
時
At
人
that
形た
time,
ちは
I
勝
thought they
機
knew
が
it
ない
was
か
a
ら
losing
諦めたの
battle,
かと
so
思っ
they
た
just
け
gave
ど
up their meaningless struggle.
でもブロ
And
ー
it
ニャの
seems it's
話を
even
聞くと
stranger now that you said
や
that.
っぱり違和感がある
Why didn't they take my
律
Herrscher
者の
power if
力を
it'd be
奪えば
useful to
は
them?
い
Yeah,
確かに
it's
妙
really
です
suspicious. They
空
flocked
の
to you
律
for
者
the
の
Herrscher
力を手
power,
に入れる
but
ため
didn't do
ハイペリ
anything
オン
when
ま
they
で
had
来た
the
の
chance. Why
い
is
ざわ
that?
からない
No
この
idea.
件はブロー
I'll
ニャが博
discuss
士
with
たちに報告
this
し
with
て
the
相談し
doctors.
ます
Be careful and stay
キア
safe,
ナも気を
Kiana.
うん
I
さすが
will. Oh, I'm starving. I'm gonna go to the cafeteria. See you later.
先に
Well, we know they tried to convince both Silas and failed to do so. Sila's not the only one with two people in her head. Cafeteria, AE Salt Lake Base. I'm full.
あれ
Hmm?
ゼレ
Why are you staring at the vending machine, Sela?
これ
The thing seems to be broken.
壊れてる
Let me see. You didn't press confirm. See? Just get this button to push and voila. Your mustard goober. What's the matter,
どうしちゃ
Sela?
ったの
It's like you've never seen a vending machine before. It's all that idiot's fault. She asked me to have some food I like, but I didn't know I had to go through all these troubles first. Sela feels so different today.
なんか別人みたい
It's like, eat food you like. I don't know what food I like. I want to eat mustard, I guess.
でも
Anyway, you're still our Sela. Of course, we're both Sela. What about you? How's your fight with another you going?
まずい
Shoot, did I say something I'm not supposed to say? Sela'd be mad at me if she knew. I mean, everyone has two versions of themselves, good and bad. You don't need to worry about it. I mean, doesn't everybody know that Siren's still in there? That's why Kiana has trouble controlling her powers. Just believe what you want to believe and stick to what you want to hold on to. That's enough. What the hell was I talking about? You're the best, Sela. Huh? I didn't say anything, but you saw right through my worry and insecurity and comforted me. You're so caring. Thank you, Sela. Sela's just like, what? Cafeteria kitchen, Salt Lake Base. Principal Teresa, you're here. Yeah, I was discussing with the doctors about our next move and missed mealtime, so I came here. Are you looking for me? Yeah, I want to talk to you. I mean, Sela knows all about what it's like to be two people. Though Sela and Sela get along better than Kiana and Siren. What's wrong? You're so formal all of a sudden. What do you want to talk about? It's about Siren. Siren. You met her in the second eruption, right? Yes. Till this day, I still feel sad that I couldn't save that little girl. Even though she had chosen to become an enemy of humanity, still wanted to save her? That child had done many horrible things, but it wasn't her fault alone. No one ever guided her properly. She was horribly tortured and abused. It's the duty of adults to teach children to distinguish between right and wrong. She did bad things because she wasn't taught well. It'd be irresponsible for me to simply blame everything on her. I often wonder if I could have discovered the experiments in the Tower of Babylon earlier, transferred Siren to St. Freya, maybe I could save her and avoid that disaster. But there are no ifs in this world. No one can change what's already happened. Principal Teresa. We can only try our best to prevent repeats of such tragedies, which is also Cecilia's wish. Mama, I mean, Cecilia? Cecilia was once trapped in an illusion created by Siren. I don't know what happened there. Siren only hesitated before her. I could tell from Cecilia's eyes that she really wanted to save that child. Knowing her, I'd say she never gave up trying until the last moment. Even when she knew it was too late, she wouldn't give up. She was that kind of person. When she made up her mind, she'd follow through. Even if she'd get hurt, she wouldn't lose her kindness. Her gentleness saved me, Siegfried, Shigure, Kira, and many people. She is a serenely beautiful moonlight, bathing us in warmth and love. You know, Helen, you can still call her mom. So, I believe in Cecilia's choice. I will pass on her love and kindness, always and forever. Now, I think that's the first time we've heard Kira's name dropped. Because she hasn't shown up at this point, I don't think. Unless I'm crazy and don't remember. Thank you, Principal Teresa, for telling me all this. I'll give it careful thought and make my own choice. Telling all these recollections of the past makes me sad. I'm gonna make a cup of Cecilia tea. Meeting room, Salt Lake Base. Ugh, darn it! Calm down, Dr. Tessa. The progress of investigation won't increase along with the decibel level of your voice. What happened? There's some fallout from the puppet incident. What? Let me tell you, after we destroyed those puppets, their hosts gradually returned to normal. The ones that were still alive, at least. Most people didn't really establish close bonds with the Hershers, so we can't track them. We can only deduce from the investigation results. Reports of disappearances within the last 2 months, eyewitness accounts about sudden personality changes, and unsolicited reports from some hosts themselves. And we were surprised when we put these reports together. The total number was well over 1,000. What? There are more than 1,000 puppets? Don't panic. There's no need to jump to conclusions. Well, we were shocked at first, but as we dug deeper, things turned out to be different than we thought they would be. Some of the disappearance reports and eyewitness accounts are about independent incidents unrelated to the puppets, which isn't totally against our expectations. However, those unsolicited self-reports appear to be suspicious. There were inconsistencies in some of the reports, and when I checked with the informants, they just said they wrote it wrong. I mean, people disappear all the time. People have personality shifts for all sorts of reasons, so it does make sense that there would be coincidences. And there's even one informant who gave me 3 different versions of his story. Can you believe this? That means some of those people were lying? Not necessarily. Exactly. Heard some rumors that they wouldn't need to take responsibilities for bad things they did. If they claimed they were affected by paranormal powers, so they made the best of this opportunity. They knew nothing about the puppets, so they just made up ridiculous stories, abducted by aliens, ingested in poisonous mushrooms, possessed by evil spirits, etc. Well, most of those who were really affected by the puppets were mentally disturbed with a messed up logic. He couldn't explain what happened to them. So he had to deduce their experiences from their confusing narratives, while eliminating those who were muddying the waters. Those bastards have severely hampered the investigation. Until now, we still couldn't verify the real victimization. Based on these facts, we decided to stick to the original conclusion that there are only 1,000 puppets and hosts. Well, in a sense, this is a good thing, right? Why is that? The number of real victims didn't rise, which means the disaster caused by the Hersher dominance already ended. That's a relief. Your way of thinking is really optimistic. Thanks. That wasn't a compliment. Maybe you need to learn something from that kind of perspective, Dr. Tesla. No, I don't. Ouch. Sorry, did I hurt you? No, I'm okay. What are you doing standing behind the door? So Kiana must have noticed that Sela's hair was longer. And it was just like, weird. And then did nothing. Unless they're just going to use the Starchasm Nyx, I think, model for other Sela from now on. I don't know, maybe they are. I was looking for you and was told that you were in this meeting room, so I came and just when I tried to knock on the door. Anyway, did I say weird stuff to you earlier today? Oh, they're just using it to show the difference. Still, her eye color does change. Weird stuff? No, actually, I want to thank you for the advice you gave me. I was so worried. She wouldn't tell me what happened. Then again, Kiana's probably just like, huh? And just, it's like, whatever. Fine. I mean, you can talk to me whenever you need to. You're my friend, and I'm always happy to help a friend. Okay, thanks, Sela. You're the best. Kiana's room, Salt Lake Base, late night. I'm exhausted. I had too much on my mind during the training, and didn't realize it's this late already. Maybe I should think of something less complicated. But everyone was so considerate. Even when I asked dumb questions, they didn't laugh at me, but answered my questions seriously. They always care about me and help me in a lot of ways. I'm so lucky. Thank you all. Clap. Who's there? Sudden noise from outside the door woke her up from her light sleep. Late nights had always been soundless in this deep underground base, which made the noise even more unnatural. This is strange. Everyone should be asleep at this moment. Did something fall down? Rolling sound. Something rolled on the floor. Monotonous and mechanical sound was untimely and eerie. She became alert and slowly moved her feet, moving noiselessly to the door.
ドアの外から気
There
配は
seems
感
to
じ
be
ない
no breathing or hostility
Thinking
outside the
was
door.
all.
But I gotta stay vigilant and notify everyone the second I see any danger. She readied herself for attack, then jerked the door open.
どうして
Why?
これっ
This
て
is... It's a fucking puppet, isn't it? No, oh, no, it's the theater of domination. Fuck. That's not good. Who's there?
分かってるくせ
I
に
ask a question when you know the
キアナ
answer.
やっと来てく
You're
れた
finally here, Kiana. We've
私
been
たち
waiting for
待
you
ち
for
かねてた
ages.
私たち
We?
どう
Why?
して作戦はうまく
Why
い
is
っ
this
たのに
puppet still here after we
人形
defeated
は
them
消
all?
えたはず
You
なの
must be
に
dying to know
なら
why.
来て
Then come, show me your determination.
人形が生きてる
There's still puppets alive, and
支
the
配
theater
劇
didn't
場も
disappear
まだ消え
either.
てない
No wonder the Hersher of
ところ
Reason's
で
power is still
コントロール
lost.
の力者の力が戻ってないわけだでも
But
どうして
why? Some escaped?
見逃した人形
Or
がいた
there are more than 1,000
そ
of
れと
them?
も1000体以上いたの
Oh no.
来てくれ
You came after me.
たやっぱり私
Oh,
た
I
ちは
knew
間違
it.
って
You're the
ない
most qualified
あ
of
な
them
たが
all.
一番資格
Qualified? What are you talking about?
あなたのことは知って
I
る
know
よ
you,
キアナ
Kiana. You're the heroine who
私
saved
た
our
ちの
city.
都
You're
市
the
を
Hersher
救
of
っ
the
た
Void.
ヒーローあんた
You were a
研究
resident
して
of
暮
Ark
らしてた
City?
人そうそう
Yes,
Atta
we've
ことも
met
あるんだよ
before.
あなたはもう覚えて
You
な
don't
いだろ
remember
う
me,
けど
but I've always wanted to see
私
you
は
again.
ずっとあなた
Thank
に
you in
会いたかっ
person.
たあの頃の私は普通の
Back
中
then,
学生
I
だ
was
っ
just
た
an ordinary schoolgirl
研
living on
究
the
士の郊
outskirts of
外
Ark
で暮ら
City.
し
I never
一度も
left
そ
there.
こを出たことがでもある日
But one day,
怪物が
monsters
学
broke
校を
into my
襲って
school and crushed
平
my
凡な日
uneventful
常
life.
学校が廃墟になっ
My
て
school was reduced to
私
rubble,
の
and
友
my
達
friends,
もク
classmates,
ラ
and
スメート
teachers
も
were all
先生た
buried
ちも
underneath.
彼らの助けを呼ぶ
I
声
heard their
は
cries
ど
for
んどん
help
と
getting
弱くなっ
fainter
て
and
いき
fainter. The only thing I
やが
could
て
do
静
was
寂
cry.
私の人生はここまでだ
Maybe
もう
my
誰も
life will
私
end
た
here
ちを
too.
助けて
No
く
one
れ
will
ない
come to
かも
save
って
us. I
思い
thought
な
so,
がら
slowly closing my
私
eyes.
その時あなたが
Just
現
then,
れた
you
あなた
came.
は笑いながら
You
私
patted
の
my head
頭を
with a
撫で
smile on your face and
もう
told
大
me,
丈夫
It's gonna be
よく
okay.
頑
You're
張
a
った
brave girl.
救
Someone
援
will
はも
come
う
to
すぐや
save
っ
you
て
soon.
私とそんなに年が
Your
離
smile
れ
is
てないのに
assertive, warm, and beautiful,
あな
lighting
たの
up my
笑顔
world
は
like
揺るぎ私
sunshine.
は涙を拭いて
So I dried my
立ち上が
tears
る
and
勇
summoned
気を
up the
振り
courage
絞っ
to
た
stand up again.
学校は廃墟になっちゃった
My
け
school
ど
was ruined,
少
but
な
at
くと
least I
もその
survived.
時の私にとって
That time, you
あ
brought me
な
the
たは
light of
希望
hope
の化身だっ
and made
た
me believe things would get
努
better.
力すれば何もでも
But I was
生き
wrong.
残った私
I
は
survived as a
避難
target
の
of
的に
resentment.
同じ区域の子
All
供たち
kids in
も
the
そ
neighborhood
この
went to the
学校の
same
生徒
school,
だったのに
and they all died
世
except
話り
me.
の家庭のほとんど
All
が
families in the neighborhood
災
lost
害
their
で家
loved
族
ones
を
in that
失った
disaster except mine.
彼ら
They
は
shared the
互いを
pain
支
and
え
helped
合
one
い
another,
励まし合っ
excluding
て
my
どうして
parents.
私だけが生き
Why are
残
you
っ
the
たの
only
か
survivor? His voice
そ
grew
んな
bigger
声
and
が少しずつ増
over
えて
time
い
and
き
eventually turned to hatred.
誰も居場所をくれず
Ah, yes!
誰も両親に
Blame
仕事
the
を与えなくなっ
child
た
for surviving the
災害の救
apocalypse.
援も様
No
々
one
な
was
理由
willing to
で
provide us
うち
shelter.
の
My
申請
parents
だけ
couldn't
が
find
遅
any
れた
jobs, and even the post-disaster relief program postponed our application.
災害は私たちを潰さなか
Disaster
った
didn't
け
bring
ど
us down, but our
同胞
kind
で
did.
母は毎日のよう
Mom
に
cried
涙を
every
流
day,
し
and Dad, who used to
勤
be a
勉だった父
hardworking
は
man,
酒に溺れ
became a grumpy
怒りっぽある
alcoholic.
日
One day, I heard his
酒を飲
drunk
んだそ
muttering.
の子も
If only she had
あ
also
の
died
災
in that
害でしたの
disaster.
瞬間
Something in my heart
私の
broke at
中
that
で
moment.
何かが張
Talk
り裂けそう
about
になった
victim blaming.
そして
Kid already's gonna
私の
have
身に
survivor's
伝えた
guilt and
声
he
が
pull
聞
this
こえ
shit. And a voice whispered in my
たよう
ear,
こそ
Welcome to the
支
theater
配
of
劇場
domination.
へもしあなたが
I
私を
often
助け
think
なかった
if
ら
you didn't
私は
save
苦
me,
しまずに
I
済ん
wouldn't
だ
have
し
had to suffer all
両
this,
親だってもっ
and
と
my
いい暮ら
parents
し
would
が
have
でき
had
たは
better
ずだと
lives.
しばらくして
Long after
またあ
that,
なた
I
の
heard
ことを
about you
耳にし
again.
た
You stopped
あな
that
たがあ
bomb
の
and
爆
saved the
弾を
city,
止め
which made my
都市を
suffering
丸ごと
continue.
あなたが良かれと思っ
Your
てしたこと
self-righteous
が
heroic act brought
私
me
によ
nothing
り
but
多
more
くの
pain.
苦しみを人の心の卑
The
劣さが
vileness of humanity is is far more horrible than disasters. This world isn't worth saving from the very beginning. It's like the guy in The Incredibles who sues Mr. Incredible for saving his life when he was attempting to commit suicide. Living is more painful than death. Why did you save me? If the future is darker than the present, why did you ask me to look into the light? If you think you're a hero, then why did you save those bastards who tortured my parents and ruined their lives? You know, it's a good thing Hershers don't exist in reality. Especially this one. It would be bad. This would be probably the most powerful Hersher. The world as a piece is a complete shithole. Finally, I found the answer here. See, everyone in this theater is like this. No, everyone in this world is like this. Blind, impulsive, selfish, sad, unaware of what they want or should do. Everyone's just a pathetic actor, a dumb puppet. I need to close that. I want to thank you for throwing me on the stage of despair, just to let me know that I'm just like them. I'm also a despicable, ugly human. No, you can't fool me. You're the Hersher of dominance, not a human. You amplify the negative emotions in these people and lure them into darkness. You're just a puppet that poorly imitates the human mind, which is much more complicated than you think. And that girl, your host, is definitely not that weak. Whatever. It seems you still don't know what you've gotten into. Come, I have many more stories to tell you. I saved that child, but ended up putting her in a worse situation. That's really not your fault. My effort brought nothing but more pain. Kiana, they're just trying to fuck with you. It's what they do. Wee. You caught up with me again. As a reward, I can answer one question for you. Just one. Your host, that girl, is she still alive? Ugh, what a lame question. But I'll answer it, because we're more honest than humans. I am still alive, but being ostracized by others and the resentment from my parents has been gnawing my heart. Living feels worse than death. It's all your fault. You saved those bastards. They don't deserve to live. You should have let that bomb blow them up. I wouldn't do that. Even if you put me in that situation again, I still would choose to stop that disaster. You're no better than them. You're their accomplice. If they impose their pain of losing their loved ones on the survivors, this is the evil part of the human heart. But you also say they comforted and supported one another, trying to get out of the shadow together. This is the goodness of the human heart. Good and evil coexist in everyone's heart. It's not a reason for me to give up saving them. What is this? You're trying to defend yourself, aren't you? Oh, right, because you yourself are the biggest evil. We've talked too much about me. Let's talk about you. What should I call you? Kiana? Test subject K423? Or Siren, Hersher of the Void? So your real target is... Bingo! You should have noticed that we can visit people who have the potential to become part of us. But she was so badly suppressed by you, we couldn't get the string on you to invite her to our theater. So we decided, no matter what the cost, we gotta pull you into our theater. Each one of us is weak. But if we gather our strength, we can definitely find your weak point. We don't care about your little traps and tricks or the fact that you tried to blow up our theater. Because we've already won from the moment you entered this theater. Come, let's choose a good location. It's time to give this show a wrap. Yes, Kiana. They just said that. They want the Siren.
人形が増え
And more puppets.
戸惑ってる
You're confused and upset, aren't you? I know what's on your mind, and I know it's useless.
でもそんなの全然意味がない人形は所詮
Puppets are just
人形
puppets. You've never
あ
met
な
the
たた
real
ち
Hersher
は
of
本物
Dominance.
の支配の律者に一度も気づいていない
This place is great. It has a good view of the best show.
もう週末の
Though it's
時
already
間
the
だ
last
けど
scene.
ね
It is medication time. Take the meds. Hey, boop. Being old and taking medication. The actors can't wait. Your real purpose is to stir Siren's mind and wake up the Hersher of the Void again. Yes, yes. Everyone must think the crisis is over, right? And can't wait to go back to their normal life, huh? He still has doubts about the whole thing. They had to announce the crisis has been lifted under public pressure. So at a moment like this, if we make a comeback with Hersher of the Void, guess the humans will do to AE then. I remember Welt has always been insisting Kiana Castellana could control her power. I won't let that happen. But that was our old plan. During this operation, we noticed a bonus. Kiana, you might be more qualified to be one of us than Siren. Come, the trial of you has begun. They really want a trial. Silence, silence. The trial for admission of new members is now on. State your name. I know. Her name is Kiana Castellana. No, she's not Kiana. Poor little girl. She doesn't even have a name. Her name is Kiana. Please. Don't worry. Everyone here is like you. We're all losers like you. Don't judge me by your standards. Who are you to look down on us? We're puppets, and what are you? A clone with a core installed. Oh my goodness, you're not human. You're not. Silence. Newcomer, confess your crime. Oh, I know. You cost a man named Siegfried everything. He lost his daughter to save you, and raised you in spite of the pain you brought him. But you cut off his arm, yet you called him Dad shamelessly. You can't control yourself, but you refuse to be locked up. You made all your friends homeless. You always talk about fight for all that is beautiful in the world, yet you killed your teacher. You hurt your best friend. You were the reason that she had to go to such a dangerous place. You've done so many so-called heroic acts. There are fewer and fewer friends around you, and the world is getting worse. You're evil and sinful, and the good things you've done can't make up for your evil deeds at all. We know. Your inner voice, your true thoughts, your deepest despair and pain. We know them all. You know the taste of pain better than any of us, and you are the most suitable host in this world. See yourself clearly and face reality. Dang. I've heard enough of your crap. Time to wrap up this ridiculous trial. You can't confuse me. I won't give in or give up hope. Alas, we even played the memory of the second Hersher for you. Didn't feel anything? Don't you feel ashamed? I knew it was you. Sorry to let you down, but it didn't work on me. Why would Kiana feel ashamed of something that she didn't do? Surrounded by people who trust me and support me, they have helped me know right from wrong. If you're trying to mess with my mind with that, you're making a fool of yourselves. Trust you? Support you? I think you mean indulge you and harbor you, right? If they knew you were Hersher of the Void, the greatest threat to humanity, yet they risked their lives to keep you alive and protect you. But they have no right to do so. When Cecilia or Himeko were saving Siren or you, had they thought about the rest of the world? Had they thought that countless people would have to live in fear because of you? No, they chose you, a bomb that could explode at any moment, an incurable sinner, over millions of innocent lives. And you call this no right from wrong? Bah, how selfish. It's just hypocritic narcissism. Enough! Oh, ad time. Well, we'll return shortly and finish up this chapter. BRB. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Enough. You're mad. You don't want me to judge your friends. Don't get us wrong. We know you've been through a lot, so no matter what we say, you won't change your mind. But we also know you still have regrets and a hole in your heart. We know everything about you, your innermost thoughts, and the heavy cross you bear. You know it's impossible for a mortal to survive in the imaginary space, but you keep lying to yourself. You know that besides AE, Shixel and the World Serpent have also been searching for the Gem of Haste, but nothing's been found. Deep down, you already know the truth, but you refuse to admit it. You lie to yourself and say, I will bring you back. What? See, we haven't even said who it is. You yourself obviously know very well. She's the frailest part of your heart, a wound that can never heal. You'd give anything to go back to that day and save her life, but you never can. Even though you say you won't waver, but when the truth's right in front of you, can you still pretend not to see? When that moment comes, will you still believe those pretty words that you say? You can't do it, no, because you've chosen a path of hypocrisy that is boring as hell, path of stupidity with no end. Ah. Time for the climax of the show. Prepare for the exhilarating twist. We can't wait to see the look on your face when your hopes shatter and turn into despair. Come, come, let us see. Oh shit. She's dead. Damn. That's crazy. It's crazy. Ooh. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Ah, cool. That's nice. Are you guys excited for suffering? Ooh, yay! Emotional damage. Let's go. Do this. Grab these. We're gonna do this. Oh, Pog, we can do it. Bwomp. Okay. Joke's on you, Himeko will be with me forever. No pain, only sleep. But don't you want to see some Gamba first? It's only weapon Gamba, but that's some Gamba. Gamba! Got money! And we got gun. Give me her fucking crossbow thing gun, damn it. Give it to me. Man, they just really want to fuck with everybody. Oh, it's Himiko's battle suit. Yay. Oh, there's a lot of cutscenes. Oh, I accidentally clicked off of the game. Are you excited for more emotional damage? Does that start at chapter 25? But we won't finish chapter 25 tonight because it's too long. Ah, damn, it's really close. It's a Himeko. Now that there's not a big X over it, I can see that it is a Himeko. I wonder why Himeko might be involved in this thing where they just talked about Himeko being dead. Himeko isn't on the bridge. Oh, this? You mean? It's the ascension thingy that I've been told repeatedly not to do. It's the level breakthrough. This is Himeko. This is Durandal. They are both waifu. Ah, cool. It's Fuhua and Brania. Suffering time. More emotional damage. The alarm began to blare in the Salt Lake base. All units, level 1 battle stations. I repeat, level 1 battle stations. What just happened? Another case of mechas losing control? Inside the base? Branya, great, you're alright. What happened? I don't know. The base is in chaos and comlinks are not working. What about the others? The doctors are trapped near the vault. Principal and Mr. Yang sealed the hangars. Seela is helping with evacuation. I haven't been able to talk to Hyuna. Maybe she's engaging the intruders now. It looks like we won't be able to pinpoint the cause before the riot settles down. The priority is to join the two doctors. The vault keeps all the cores from the Legion Hersher. We can't risk it. Somehow, it feels like something bad is going to happen. Bad shit is gonna happen, Branya. Maybe Branya is overthinking. This is the puppet core. Isn't this the puppet's power? Indeed. Puppets. How come? Okay, what if they put Fuhua in Genshin? Like, just think about it. If there was a Fuhua in Genshin, you'd have to wail. You'd have to. You'd have no other choice. That's crazy. Where enemies are coming. Are the mechas in base out of control? Press the button. Looks like things are worse than we thought. We have to hurry. Maybe one day we'll get the other side of the collab. I can see them giving us somebody random instead of some random character instead of Fuhua though. Just to spite you in particular. Dr. Tesla and Dr. Einstein. Thank God someone came for us. What happened? Why did the mechas in the base suddenly lose control? Beats me. See, hundreds of cores stored in the vault, now all gone. All gone! The cores went missing? Bronya rushed to the window and found the vault, now vacant. To be more exact, they dissipated. When the alarm sounded, we were running MSA on the sample cores, but the samples suddenly began to disintegrate. We knew something was amiss and rushed here to check the other cores. And by the time we got here, all the cores were gone. Could it be some intruder broke in and stole them? It would probably be Teresa or some shit like that. Just to spite everybody. I like Teresa, but like, I feel like the character most people would want from Waifu Game would be one of the waifus. We ruled out this possibility after examining the scene. No traces of breaking in, and all the storage units are intact. Every sign says they vanished on their own. Dudu or Kiana, I would be okay with either of those. They're both wife. Then the mecha riot followed, and we got trapped here, helplessly trapped in a small corner of our own base. We got bad news too. The mechas are just like when they were controlled by the Hersher. Even puppet cores were found. Bronya! Seela, Principal. Great, you're all here. Where's Principal? How does it look outside? All Berserk mechas have been squashed. All personnel evacuated into the shelter. No casualties. But have you seen Kiana? No, I thought she was with you. Dr. Tessa, can you try to check her wristband? I'm already... Huh? Signal lost. Is the wristband broken? Oh, wait. I made it myself, and it can pin down her location even if she's on the moon. Unless she's now in some fabricated space. We're going to the moon! Not now, I'm assuming. I'm assuming the moon is a bit far off. Did she use her Hersher power and enter the imaginary space? No, in that case, the signal would spike radically when she did so. But the pattern doesn't match. Kiana, maybe she... They searched for Kiana throughout the base. I looked everywhere, but didn't find her. Yet I found this in her bedroom. It's no larger than my palm, but it's indeed... A puppet? Puppet in the base again? Hey, wait, don't jump to conclusions yet. You're not going to say the Legion Hersher has revived, right? Threw everything at it to make sure it died. What's going on this time? What? Windows kept popping up on the screen, delivering visual feeds from all over the globe. These people are... They all look kind of odd. This one suddenly pointed a kitchen knife at someone beside him and he was cooking. And this one stopped talking on stage in the middle of a speech, as if possessed. Looks like their souls were taken away. Wait, there are a few familiar faces. Of course they're familiar. These are all identified puppet hosts. We've been watching them for weeks. Why? We saw them returning to their normal lives. Why did hundreds of them all lose their mind in the blink of an eye? There seems to be only one logical explanation left, frustrating as it may be. The 10th Hersher has returned. Hey, Mophead, how can you still keep your cool? Did you know it the whole time? No, I was surprised too, only I've always prepared myself for the worst when studying these cores. The worst? We claimed the new Hersher was defeated to calm people down, and the Sovereign has been busy cleaning up the mess. But at the end of the day, we were only acting on a deduction without solid proof. And the enemy never promised us there were only 1,000 individuals, so no more could be made. It was only a theory. We chose to believe this theory. Maybe the Legion Hersher misdirected us on purpose. You're saying we set up a trap which was used by the enemy to trap us instead? Right.
でも数字的に
But still, mathematically, the energy level of each core equals thousandth of a normal Herrscher core, give or
ご
take.
まかす方法はいくらでもある。
And there are a lot of ways to trick
例えば
us. Say if there are
人形の数
1001
は1000を少
individuals,
し超えただ
the
けなら
difference would be 9 neglectable.
それに
And the energy level varies slightly from one core to another, which further muddies the water. Or, it could be the puppets are only accessories of the Herrscher, who remained in the dark until now. As long as there's still one core left, the Herrscher lives and the puppets can be revived.
戦隊の個体を犠牲にして
Sacrificing 1,000 individuals to create an opportunity for one.
そんなこと
Is that really possible?
全文明の仙人
The Legion
は
Herrscher in the
そ
previous
れほど
era
綿密な計画を持ち合
were
わせて
unable
は
to
いませ
come
ん
up
で
with
した
such strategies, but maybe they've evolved.
もしかしたら支配の率
Maybe the Legion Herrscher are the most human-like among all.
自分が弱いから
They stand no chance in confrontation, so they've gone to great lengths to distract us and cover up their true target.
自社の目標は
Their eyes have been on Kiana from the very beginning.
錆びたランタン
The
から
rusted tin glows, the children shout, the audience laughs,
子供が騒ぎ
and below the odd eye
監督たち
pops
が
out.
ソルトレイク基地が襲撃
That was
される
written on the
前に
show
発
ticket
見した
before the
チケッ
base
トだ
attack.
けど
So the odd eye
予
meant
告にあった
Kiana?
ブローニャはそう思います
Bronya
あの
agrees.
時はリスクを避
That
けるため
time, only Bronya
ブ
and
ローニャ
Silo
の
were in
ゼ
the
ーレだけが
base.
基地に残った
That's why their plan didn't
奴ら
work.
の計画は失敗しでも人形たちは諦めて
Kiana is the only one with heterochromia. That didn't stop them. They've been waiting patiently for another chance since then.
だから僕たちがおとり作
So
戦
when
を
we put
決行
Kiana
した
out of
時
bait, they still came
奴ら
knowing it
は
was a
罠の
trap.
奴らにとって
They needed to stop us from transferring Kiana to the containment facility in the Arctic at any cost. When we dropped our guard, they disarmed EM barriers in the base with berserker mechas and reconnected to the theater.
あとは前回
They managed to put on the show they designed for earlier.
何もかもがチケ
It
ット
all
の
matches the
予告通り
puzzle on the show ticket.
本当に悪
Makes
趣
me
味
sick. So Kiana has been dragged into the theater of domination. Very likely.
厄介な敵です
They're tough to beat, and they know their strengths and weaknesses as well.
強みを発
We
揮する
underestimated them.
これからどう
What do we do now? Beat them one by one and recover the cores? Do we even have the time?
または
Or lure the puppets into taking us to the theater, just like the last time? No. For 2 weeks they laid low to make us drop our guard, but we didn't stand idle either during the period. This time we're still taking the fight to them. We're entering the theater of domination on our own. Yeah! Yay! Oh, cool. Puppet files. I was gonna continue, but I just got hit with a wave of nausea. Which is super fun. So I'm actually gonna call it here because my body's like, you should stop. Ugh. And I don't want to vomit on my desk. So I'm gonna lay down. Oh. We're gonna go and raid Toasty. Womp. Womp. Yeah, let's put the Genshin music back on.
Level up your gaming space with metal posters from Display.
Seriously? Fuck off the display. Shit. I have not bought your shit once. Okay. So, only demon raid. And then I will make another one for subs or non-subs. Well, we will use the old one for if you do not have a sub. Okay? I was gonna go longer and do more of the story, but I don't. Well, I will lie down instead since I'm nauseous because my body hates me. I hope everybody has a good night and a good couple of days. I'm not Abby. I don't like to try and fucking kill myself like she does. Because everyone has a good night and a good couple of days. We will be back with story on Wednesday. And we will do that and we will continue and we will definitely finish 25 and potentially start the next arc. Discord, Twitter, all that stuff linked down below if you want to check that out. Everyone have a good night.